Yeah,
That's why he said he didn't want to play 5 more hours.
Every game in the last 2 games that I've run have lasted 5 hours. So let's get this shit started. Welcome everyone to a game of 5th edition D&D with the Unnamed Adventurers Guild. I'm Afternoon. I'll be running this morning's game.
No, I don't want any more. Thank you, bud.
And the Unnamed Adventurers Guild will receive a letter from a person that they've recently helped
Get your tablet.
in the last 2 weeks,
Go get your tablet.
named Uther Pendragon. And he's immediately summoning members to the guild. And he's not there himself this time. And of course, it's received with a handsome amount of gold to the guild.
In the drawer, maybe?
Penkis will make an announcement to group up nearby, well, for lack of a better term, heroes to enter the wagon that he's provided. And then, just like last time, you'll be escorted to Loxy, where he will speak to you there. So let's introduce everyone, starting with Alex number 2.
Hi everybody, I'm Alex Blanco, also known as Alex number 2, and I am playing Oliver Groven. He is a 4th level sorcerer. He is a human divine soul sorcerer. Yep, it's early. And he is a chosen of Ilmater, the god of endurance. And yeah, he's just a very average Joe and doesn't know why he was granted this power, but he's kind of wanting to figure that out and trying to help people along the way, and is kind of brought into a path that he never really wanted to in the first place. So we'll see how that goes for him.
Cool.
All right, Beendar.
Hello, name's Bender. Playing Beendar the Barbarian. He's a human variant. Sorry, drugs are kind of still affecting me. Gotta love them. I'm playing, or he's a barbarian and ranger. Level 4 total, 1 barbarian, 3 into the ranger, and I'm still trying to learn the ranger part. Just as a note, he is only 3'11" tall, but he thinks he's like 7 foot tall in his own head. And his favorite thing to do is beat shit up.
He's just absolutely convinced he's always fighting giants.
Yes. Or dragons.
Oh my god. It's a dragon. No, it's
Yeah.
not.
If it looks like his lizard, it's some kind of dragon, he thinks. So, alrighty, but that's me.
Del.
Yes, Michael's my first name.
Hi, I'm Del. I'll be playing Caleb Nevermore today. He is a 3rd level barbarian, Path of the Zealot, and he follows Torm. And just recently, he was in Loxley with another one of the characters here, Val, and he was very reluctantly knighted. So he's sort of dealing with that. But yeah, that's him.
All right. So Chris just kind of showed up out of nowhere. Chris, why don't you introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm just out of the game, so I'm gonna play Mist, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Isn't he like wanted?
No, not
No.
him.
No, we wanted.
Didn't we do something where you almost got arrested?
Yeah,
Oh,
that
he
was
got arrested.
I don't know. Oh,
No,
he
I
did get
didn't.
arrested.
I did not get arrested. I don't know. But
it's weird
Wish the
timey-wimey stuff. Let's move on.
yeah,
Okay.
butterfly effect. So
Did not change the answer.
I'm
No, thank you.
gonna play Miss, who is a barbarian rogue who got us a safe haven in this town, or gonna have. But yeah, that's probably, and it's very fast. Is that all? Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just assume it's me last. It's always me last.
Oh my
Best
god.
for
I was
last.
just looking up monsters and you're wrong. You're second last. Go.
Oh right, there's the Brandon. I'm so sorry, Brandon. My name is Sandra. I'm gonna be playing Valerie or Valakendra. She's a level 2 fighter, a variant human. She's a very tall woman. She's 6'2", not 6'11", 6'2".
6'11", Jesus
No,
Christ.
6'2". She's still really tall. She is always traveling around with her great axe on her back, basically, and like her 2-hand axe is chucked under her on her belt. She is wearing really really nice half plate armor that is really, I don't know, like that is visibly different from armor that's crafted in Illumina. So she received the armor in Loxy, and because of the game that happened yesterday or the day before, she got the feature rustic hospitality in the area of Loxy in the Steel Kingdom, and is also carrying the title Hero of Loxy now. So yeah,
Sweet.
but in Illumina that is not gonna be a thing or not known. She
Oh, it's fucking known, alright.
okay, it's fucking known. Apparently.
When I said he announced it to the nearby areas, that included Illumina.
God damn it.
Everyone knows.
And she's from her profession wise, she's been a soldier from like in the Steel Kingdom in the infantry. And yeah, that's basically it. She's got long blonde hair, and she's obviously not wearing what she's wearing in the picture since she's wearing really fancy half plate. But other than that, that's basically her.
Alright. And last, not least, hopefully not too time consuming, Trista.
Oh my god, I am just so happy to be coming on this adventure with you guys because it has been so long. I've been stuck in the shop for so long and Throax away, so I guess the girls will play. I'm Brendan and I'm gonna play Trista.
Don't even tell us what your race or class is.
Stand up and get me.
Well,
Oh my god.
like inside, she really feels
Come on,
like
come
an
on, Leah.
uber powerful like war mage, but she's just a warlock right now. But inside, she has the burning soul. Anyway, she's a half elf warlock of the celestial pack.
God damn it.
I really love playing this character.
Alright. So, you guys are. Pincus will tell you about the wagon, and you guys will be going inside of it. And because Miss is here, you won't be spending a week. You will be spending 3 days out on the road between Illumina to Loxy. You're going to arrive at Loxy, and for the 3 of you that weren't here the first time, Loxy is still in a bit of disrepair. Most of the buildings have been reconstructed, and there's a lot more faces in it now, as people and many workers are now here and craftsmen. You see this statue in the middle of the town, right in front, about 50 feet in front of the town hall. And the town hall and the church are not fully repaired still, but there's a lot of housing that are. The taverns and the inns are repaired, and they seem to have done a lot in the last 2 weeks. And essentially, the carriage pulls up to the front, and what looks like a squire opens up the door. He's wearing just a chain shirt with some greaves and gauntlets. He seems pretty. He seems
No, you're gonna go
that he's
throw it
not
out.
too trained.
Go throw it in the garbage.
He seems to be
And
very new.
then you can wait.
And he says, "Our Lord is waiting for you inside." And he will gesture to the town hall.
Meandar heads that way.
Okay.
Val will follow.
Yeah, Mr. Follow too. Is the statue the Mist Order or?
Yeah, the statue is of you.
Yes! That's nice.
Oh my god, Mist, that looks just like you. I mean, like, not like the weapon exactly, but boy, that profile looks just like you. Do you know that guy? He looks really brave.
Yeah,
Really brave.
That's me.
Oh my god. I thought it might have been you too.
Yeah.
What'd you
Yeah,
do to get a statue?
I asked for it,
It must have been something really awesome.
And fight some Cyclops too.
Yeah, there's a
See?
little plaque on it, and it says, "Mist stood alongside some brave soldiers and faced 3 Cyclops."
Oh, nice. Great deed.
Thank you.
So, Cyclops, that's the one with only one eye, right?
Till you poke it out.
That's
Yes.
correct.
And I'll say the
They're
picture.
really big too.
I'll say the statue looks like he's on his 1 foot, and it looks like he's running while he's got his back completely outstretched, like he's roaring while he's charging into battle with his axe in his one hand.
I'm using a sword, but yeah. Just up, but yeah.
Oh, well, then it would be a sword.
Cool,
Where your
awesome.
tablet's at?
I'm just gonna lag behind, but I'll be following everyone.
Okay. The town
Chris
hall.
is prattling on about how odd it must be to only have one eye.
So it doesn't take you long to get to the main courtroom. It's a small town hall building for now. You go in through the front doors, and there's a couple knights on the other side, and they point you to this large double doors. Not too large, not something that you would probably see on your guild hall. And you open it up, and it's this pretty much this open courtroom almost. Pretty typical, but it's small.
Don't have light. You turn on light.
Again, Loxie is not a very large town, but it's popular. And this heavily armored, very nice looking older man is sitting inside this
Don't go.
large chair in the middle of the courtroom.
Put your bikini down.
And he's talking to
Put your
some
bikini down.
servants and some craftsmen.
Go turn on the light.
And he looks up to you and he says, "Ah, my friends. It seems you have brought many people this time around."
What can we do you for?
Mr. just nod and go forward.
He'll relax in his chair as he waves off the servants, and he says, "I would appreciate if you didn't speak to me so casually."
Apologies.
I've brought you out here to, of course, talk to you about your reward, but to accompany some priests of mine that I know very well to Ralon. As not many people seem to know outside of the Steel Kingdom, but Ralon was recently devastated. Of course, Loxy suffered from the spell plague as well. However, Ralon
What'd you
was the
do?
I'm just gonna mute
Be
you
right
for a
back.
sec.
Sorry.
I can't mute him. God damn it. So Raylan, as of late, was the center of some sort of scene from the apocalypse. Some people would call it Ragnarok. Some people would call it the end of the world. I'm unsure of what it is or what it was that caused it. But it is now the center of evil, and I wish to have it cleansed. Now, of course, the bandits have been living there seemingly freely, but I won't allow this now, and I haven't. The bandits have all been pushed out. However, we can't bring anyone there until the evil is purged. The citizens, no matter how much I try to urge them, won't go into the place. Even they sense the evil that rests there. So your job is simple so far, is to protect my priests and priestesses while they exercise Raylan.
Rest assured, you have my axe to protect them.
Mine as well, sir.
Now, he is. Go ahead.
All right. Excuse me, Your Highness. I'm not sure your title. Um, do we know what danger we're facing, or is it just unknown to all of us yet? We just know there's something.
He shirks. He shrugs. He says, "I'm unsure. They say it is unholy ground. I wish to have it not be so. I would presume that is undead, but it could be anything, really."
Any information is good information. Thank you.
He says, "Now I'm here to offer 400 gold to you each." And he gestures to this large box beside him. Not even a chest, it's a box, like a little crate. And he says, "The gold is here, waiting to. It's mostly been sorted. Now I know how many of you there are. I'll have your reward set out for you."
Put your hand on the wall.
Well, to be honest, we don't know what we're getting into. Is there any other support that you can possibly give us? We don't know if this could be something that is completely out of our hands or something that is completely negligible.
He says, "If I felt that it was going to be a situation that required an army, I would have sent an army."
Fair enough.
He says, "However, after slaying Paraxis, I need my knights elsewhere, and my army to be doing other things, like feeding the citizens of Loxy while they repair their home."
I got nothing more.
He says, "What I can do
Go look.
is,
Ralon,
in
down
preparation for this, if you do not have a silvered weapon, you can visit my smith. He's been waiting for your arrival, and of course, I expected Mist to be making a return here. That if you need to dip your weapons into silver, you can do so. I know undead are quite susceptible to it, so it may be in your best interest to do so.
Sure thing.
Thank you for the support. We'll definitely need it.
He says, well, we are assisting each other after all. He says the smith is just across the street on the other side of the statue. You should be pretty easy to find.
If there's nothing else, then I'll go ahead and proceed to see the smith and get ready to help the priests and priestesses.
He said, and you're kind of ending the conversation. He says, and of course, I'm willing to discuss other rewards if need be.
I think that's something we could worry about later.
Once we know what we're actually dealing with.
Yeah. Mr. just hang bad in this hall while the other doing and asked about his property and how far is it gone and stuff like that.
He says the manor is on its way. We've got the foundation down, but we're moving on to making the flooring and the walls.
Super. And I'm gonna go out with the others then.
Did he give us a description of the place, like Ralon? Okay, but where exactly that's gonna be, or is it just all over the city?
He just says you have to go to the center of it.
All right.
He says, from the way one of my squires had described it, it's just tainted lands. In the center of the Ralon, it starts as this deep black that by looking at it, you can't tell where it really begins, where it ends. But as it goes out further from the center, it starts changing from a black to a red, and then starts changing to a brimstone at the very outer edges of Ralon.
It's an honor to serve you. And she'll like kind of half bow, nod, and turn around, make her leave towards the smith.
Okay.
So when we are with the smith, do any of our player characters use a soft shot?
No.
Nope.
Not me.
I could potentially, but no.
Because I
mean,
have a
can-
magic one.
I can use a short sword, but I simply won't.
Yeah, I have a
don't
magic
want-
one +1 if someone wants it.
So
yeah.
you approach the smith, and he says, "By the gods, you're here finally." He says, "I've been keeping this silver melted for a long time. All you have to do is dip her in."
Oh god.
Besides being silvered, will this have any other effect on our weapons? Like anything that could like impact it negatively in the future?
He says, "Not that I know of. I've been doing this for years, and silvering your weapons has not an issue for anyone, for heck, probably hundreds and thousands of years."
Awesome, and she'll take out all the axes she's got.
Dip.
So she's
Fondue.
axe fondue. She's gonna dip in her great axe and her forehand axes really carefully, not to try to get the silver on the handles. And she's also carrying a great sword, and just for shits and giggles, she's gonna dip that in there too. But
She says, "Feel free." You just start dipping shit in.
He better start unloading his weaponry that are normal as well. His great sword, his staff, his great battle axe, his quiver, his spear, his javelin, his shield.
Is your shield made of wood?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like spray paint. I'm just
Uh,
gonna silver
you
like.
can dip your claws in there, but that seems like a bad idea.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do it. I clip my javelins then.
I'm just gonna dip
I-
15 bolts, crossbow bolts.
Oh yeah. Whoosh whoosh whoosh.
Wish, 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 wish.
Great Smith, how long will this last on our weapons? Is it permanent or is it gonna wear off?
He says it bloody well be permanent.
I'm not a smith. I'm asking, sir.
He says, well, I am, and I ain't getting paid for this, so you better make good use of it.
Rasputin pulls out a couple gold and goes, "You're good, sir."
And he says, well, I guess that's a something, and he'll take the few pieces that you give him.
Like 5.
This is like 300 silver.
Will that cover mine?
Yeah. Yeah, it's this huge, like, long bin, like, stone cylinder that he has had over this, like, forge for days.
Question: how much D8 does a greatsword use? I didn't look that up last night.
How much what? Damage?
What D8? Yeah, what damage does a greatsword do?
2d6.
Plus strength mod.
Yes.
So gonna go and she's gonna dip her 4 silvered. She's gonna dip her 4 daggers in the silver, and she's gonna chat up the smith. Oh my god! Like, you are such a great smith. Like, it is so hard to keep an even temperature across the whole vat like this. How long have you been doing this?
He says about the day now. I've had to have my 2 apprentices
No.
put all the silver in.
You must be a really good teacher because they've done a great job. Like, I work in a smith shop also, and this is really high quality work. And I just want you to know that I and all of my friends really appreciate the work that you've put in.
Grab shoulder. I appreciate you.
He's like, he's a little nervous now. He's like, right. Thanks. I'll let them know.
Good Smith, what do we owe you for the service?
He just hand waves it and he says, it's all for land and country, my lady. You should know about that.
Well, yes, I do. Would you take at least some gold as a token of our gratefulness?
Says depends how precise you want to be.
Well, she'll just give him 10 gold.
Okay. So you give him 10 gold and he says, well, that's better than nothing. And he nods his head and he takes your coin.
Mr. Not just give him some gold also. Just ask how much it costs to make the silver pole.
He said he's told you already. It took him 300 silver coins. And he had to melt it.
Is the elite to 30 gold?
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna give him the rest, so that's 20 gold more or something like that, right?
Oh, I didn't know that was the conversion. Then, yeah. I forgot. Math.
So yeah, you give him the other 20 gold and he says, thanks, mist. Nice statue, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you for your
super.
service. And he shakes your hand.
Can you make small ones?
Small wands?
Oh, he
No,
wants merchandise.
No, like a small statue of me.
No. I'm a smith.
Missed merchandise.
I want one from my house.
I'm just asking.
Every sixth slave gets a mist statue.
Okay. I'm gonna leave. I think.
Okay.
Rasmus, or not Rasmus, Fiendor is gonna test putting one of his shields in the silver real quick. He dips it in and pulls it back out. Does it stay constituted or does it burn up and like disappear?
No, a wooden shield would survive.
Okay.
Though once you get to like the end of it, the smith's like, "Oh, you bloody daft fool!" And he'll grab some tongs and dip it in for you for the last bit.
Oh, that was smart. That's
He
why he
says,
this and I don't.
"He says, just stick your hand in there, and you won't have anything to do at night, lad."
I got one more. Now I could just punch him.
Just the laughs, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, you're so naughty."
He pulls his shield out. And he shakes it off a bit and gives it back to you once it's cool.
Thank you, fine sir. I like it.
He says, "I ain't seen anyone ever silver a shield before, but it makes sense." And gives it to you.
Do the blacksmiths make crests?
I can make crests. Well, they're more like coat of arms, but
Do you make one to my manor? That's on the main door.
do you have a design in mind?
An antelope and a lion mixed together with a doe sword, and my pet nihilist by the side.
He says, "I don't think you know what a coat of arms is." So
Okay.
he says, "Give me a design and I'll work on it, but I don't think that's gonna work."
Then I don't come back then.
He says, "If you want." So anyone else asking anything of the Smith?
Nope.
Okay. So what do you guys do while you're in Loxy?
I'm just checking the place out, waiting for us to go.
This place is fairly run down still. Like the place doesn't look very good. And the buildings are basically just built a few days ago, and they're mostly makeshift. They aren't like magnificent structures.
Are there
Go ahead.
Are there like any churches or like tiny temples or shrines where like one or the other priest is around?
You see the three priests standing in front of the church. While a lot of people are working on it, they are expanding the building as well.
So Val would probably go up to them and greet them in an appropriate manner, and also give them like a nod with her head. She says, excuse me, I was wondering whether we're on our way to Ralon, and we're gonna help the priests and priestesses there, and we heard we were going to go against up unholy powers, and I was wondering whether it was within your power. You had something maybe that could support us in this battle to keep our brothers and sisters safe.
First of all, roll me a religion check. Bao?
Sorry, I forgot to take my dice out. Just a second. Religion?
Yes.
Oh, that's bad. I got a -1. 12.
Okay. You're local, so you know that these are actually high priests. They are not your typical priests.
He said
Alright.
shit priests.
I was like, I had in mind something like a potion from protection from good and evil or something like that, if they ever happen to have something like that.
He says the priests, I'll say the priest of Torm. So there's three high priests there. One of them is a priestess of Shanti. One of them is a priest of Ilmater, and the other one is a priest of Torm. And so basically the main trilogy of gods that live in the Seal Kingdom. And the priest of Torm, he will say, well, we will be there to help you. If that is enough. We're not there to fight, obviously, but we can if we have to.
That is really reassuring. Thank you. That is more than I could ask for. Thank you. And she'll just kind of step back after respectfully saying bye to them.
Okay. So just by looking at them and them not moving, it just looks like they're wearing their vestments right now.
All right. When are we heading out?
Sounds good to me.
All right. So you guys start heading to Ralon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, eventually the high priests come to you, and they're carrying maces and shields. And when they walk, you can hear their full plate underneath. And they say, "Are you prepared to go?"
As prepared as we can be.
Good. Let's be off.
Does everyone have enough potions? I'm sorry.
The priest shakes his head and he says, "Think of this as a test of the gods."
It always is, isn't it?
He says, "If we had potions to spare, we would have spared them."
I'll keep you guys okay. Don't worry.
He again just gestures to the pretty shitty conditions that everyone's living in right now.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
He says, "We'll be working on an apothecary as soon as we can. But, of course, everyone's morale is being tested as in these trying times."
It's completely understandable. And I'm sure the gods will be with us on our journey.
Of course, my liege.
He visibly winces and just sort of like immediately heads to like the back of the group, like, oh shit.
Oh no. Attention.
Caleb, your barbarian, has successfully been turned.
Center of attention. Hi, I would like to use my channel divinity to turn awkward people.
Turn introverts.
Turn introverts.
He failed his wisdom save. He's gone.
How long
He
does it
runs
last
away
for?
as fast as possible.
Lasts for 1 minute, internal damage for possibly 10 years. It's fine.
Yeah.
Even if it succeeds, he suffers from fatigue. God damn it. Alright. So you and the High Priest, you don't take a carriage. Ralon is actually fairly close by, and with Mist, it takes you only a day to get there. You guys, of course, rest at night, and you get there in the afternoon, where the sun's its highest. As you guys get into the sights of Raylan, you see exactly what they're talking about. The ground outside of Raylan is cracked, and it's not fiery, but there is a glow coming through the cracks. And as you guys get closer, you do sense the evil that they were referring to. And it's not oppressive, but at first it kind of comes off as just it's dangerous. It's you should be alert. Then as you start moving in, you see that it starts brightening it up to a red. And when you're in that area, that's when you start feeling like this kind of strange sensation in your head.
Well, this is my unsettling.
Yeah.
Eventually, you get into the heart of this place, and it's now it starts getting oppressive, where it almost feels like it's clouding your judgment. And I will have everyone make a wisdom save.
Oh no.
If you, let me see.
16.
Okay, you're
Also,
good.
my pet.
She doesn't get close to this place. She gets to the edges of the rocky, like the cracked earth, and she just stays put.
Okay.
I told you she wouldn't go in any places of evil.
Yeah, I totally forgot.
I got a 5.
But I'm probably don't leave her alone in the town.
She's not staying anywhere near that town. She just sits at the river.
Yeah, but was spending our Lassie. I don't leave her alone there, so
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I don't.
Of course, all the fighters would make the save. Alright. So, Val. So everyone who rolled higher than a 15, you kind of shake off this oppression.
So close.
So close.
And you guys feel normal. Even the high priestess are confidently walking to this place as well. You notice that they are also affected, but they seem strong enough to resist it as well. Everyone who rolled less than 15. This kind of shadow of yourselves seems to reach out and grip to your very essence, and you are incapable of doing altruistic deeds while in the presence of this place.
What's altruistic?
Only selfish. Not
You
for
can't
others.
you can't heal anyone. You can't protect anyone.
Are you okay?
And essentially, if it comes down to somebody else's life or yours, you're always going to choose yourself.
So Valerie will Valerie notice like any change of behavior in the ones that did not make the save?
No. You just see this kind of, I would say, almost like a shadow surround them.
So,
Well-
so the
Go ahead.
only ones affected is the barbarians and the fighter and me?
No.
No, they are not
Actually,
affected.
the opposite.
Yeah, I mean, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Everybody who was in the first game is fine.
Yeah.
Everybody new is fucked.
Well, can I give Alex inspiration to reroll or like advantage?
No, because we've already declared the result.
All right.
So, which is kind of funny because the two healers in the party.
That's
Yep.
fucking annoying.
That's what I thought.
Missed
They
it
can
by
still-
one,
They
dude.
can still heal themselves though, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when you guys start dying, that's the issue.
As long as there's no rocks, we'll be good.
I only got one offensive spell.
Yeah.
Oh no, I've got two. No, I lied.
So you guys get into the heart of this place, and you guys are kind of regaled with the story that happens with Ralon.
Get down.
Though it's obviously not spoken to you, you all have visions of some sort of demon temptress facing off against a man in red armor, and they cast powerful spells against each other, and the spells clashing together and mixing into the air creates this, as is what created this hell essentially in the first place. Once the visions fade, you look around and you see that for miles around, this place is got burned lands, and it seems to be recovering, but there's nothing in it for miles.
What time of day is it?
The afternoon.
Oh, okay.
It's high noon.
Oh no. God damn it, Alex.
Which one?
You.
I'll take both.
So after you guys are kind of seeing these visions, the priests will circle around the center of the place, and they say, "We will begin the exorcism. So please protect us if we are in danger."
Very
With
well.
our lives.
Nod.
But in order to protect them when they're selfish.
We don't know that.
Well, sorry.
Oh, wait. Yeah, no, fuck you guys. I'm staying alive.
Staying alive. Staying alive.
I'm not playing a bar today.
Not gonna heal. Not gonna heal. So Val will take out the great axe from her back.
He's not going to heal anybody but me.
They're gonna cast aid on all of you, so you guys gain. What level spell would it have to take to hit all of you? It'd have to be a level 9.
It's only 3. Like it's fixed to 3 creatures, but it like depending on what level you cast it, it raises by 5 per each higher spell level.
Okay, so he's gonna cast a level 5 to get 15 hit points.
That's 20.
Is it 20? Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I did that yesterday. That's why I know.
level 4 then.
Okay,
I'll keep you
15.
guys are getting your 15 hit points.
Okay. Okay then. And that's max hit points, not temporary.
Yeah.
What? 8 hours.
And that will be it. So after you are given your 15 to max hit points, they will begin the ritual. Everything is fairly relaxed, fairly quiet as you guys are walking around looking out for danger. Then you hear it's not even a like a snap of a twig or even like a branch or something. It seems like you just hear a snap in the center where the priests are working, and you look around and you can see that some sort of portal is trying to form, and the priests are trying to keep it closed.
So tell her to be quiet.
And they're obviously straining now, and they're praying.
Be good.
Um, okay. And as you guys are watching this portal come open, you realize that hands start pulling themselves out of the ground. And the villagers of this once peaceful fishing town are now rising up against you. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh my god, zombies.
Oh, wouldn't that be nice?
It's never so simple with you, Alex, is it? God freaking.
Nat 1.
Yeah, I didn't
Sassy.
feel great on this either.
You're not far off. Rolled a 2.
Oh no. Oh no, that's not how numbers work. Loki.
Everyone's got double digits. For Christ's sake.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good that you go last, because then you can heal us all. Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah.
No.
Pecorino.
Bamboozled. Mhm.
They're rolling like shit for initiative.
Good.
They must suffer somehow.
Beandog goes first.
Are any of our people AoE? Because this is gonna suck.
Nope. We have casters.
I got.
Chaos? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I got nothing.
How do you fuck with level 1s?
You're not level 1.
Go on.
Two. Level 2.
Level 2.
We're all tier 1 except for Myth.
Well, you better not miss.
God damn it.
Give me your foot.
I got my best friend for something.
All right, squishies. Use mist as a human shield.
Human, quote unquote.
If you're to follow me, yeah, you should do that.
I think your foot should be.
Yeah, I got nothing.
Beandar,
Yeah.
dude, it's your turn.
Oh, sorry.
I've got a spell that could possibly do.
Dinosaur
Really?
foot on a tile.
I'm ready now.
Okay, go wake up, brother.
Okay.
Sorry.
You called Tarzan.
No, go. I apologize, Dad.
Alex,
Yes.
if we find out the tower, do you heroism cancel it?
What?
A potion of heroism, do that cancel the effect?
Of whatever you're affected by?
Yeah, the thing you as selfish.
No.
If okay.
Alright.
It's not a fear effect. I will
How
tell
far
you that
away-
it's essentially a charm effect.
Trista's a half elf. Does that,
Oh,
or is it only sleep effects?
You're immune to sleep effects. You get advantage against charm effects. So if you want to roll again,
Hell yeah, I want to roll again.
Oliver is a human, right?
Yes. Fuck you. Sorry, better. Roll the 19. I pass.
okay.
More happiness than a natural 20.
Don't care.
I don't
It could have been
give
a
a
12. I'd
heck.
have been just that.
Fuck it,
So,
I can do my only job.
The one thing I do. So Trista was originally feeling, she was really afraid, which is kind of odd for her because she's too dumb to be afraid. But she was really afraid. And then she felt a presence in her mind that said, "It'll be fine, little one. I'll protect you."
You got this, girl.
And then she was there. She was back.
I would just say that it's not really a fear. It's more like aggression. Like an inner evil that you're kind of just answering for the time being.
Alright. So how far are we from...
She interpreted it for fear of death. And she was just, violently selfish, which is not her at all. And so she just needed that inner bolster to straighten her back up.
So you're like 10 feet from a ghoul.
Okay. Not necessarily looking at the ghoul itself, but is that the most threatening thing at this moment?
There are 9 ghouls that form a large circle around the priest, the 2 priests, and the priestess. There are 4 specters that are kind of scattered around the outer areas. And then you see these 3 floating little glowing balls that are just floating around the outside.
Alright. Starting out, I want to cast my Hunter's Mark on the closest goal that I'm going to come up on.
Okay.
Is there chaos magic here?
No.
Okay, good. Alrighty. So of course that gives it a d6. Alright. And I am going to pull out both of my axes that I have gotten from RevJack now, which are both +1s, and both inlaid in gold and silver. And I'm going to charge in on the bastard.
Okay.
So my first roll is now 8 +6. First one sucked with the 13.
Dude, I can barely hear you. Is that only me? Something
No,
wrong with me?
he's far
Okay.
away.
Better now?
Oh, awesome.
Well, I had to put in the earphones earlier because my little man was sleeping, and then he woke up, and I forgot to take him out.
Oh, awesome.
So, a 13 will hit.
Awesome. I was not expecting that, to be honest.
Yeah, they're not wearing armor. They're wearing like these peasants' clothing. You kind of recognize it from Loxy.
Alrighty, Hunter's Mark. I'm not in rage. I haven't used Hunter's Mark before. Bear with me one moment, please.
Basically, you add a d6 to your weapon damage.
And
Yeah,
you just got to say it. You put it on something within 60 feet of you. But
Yeah,
you
I
don't
did
have to
that.
roll anything.
Actually, according to what I've read, because it said 90 feet.
90 feet, yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
Slayer Spray was 60 feet.
Alright. So that's +4. Alright, cool. I like that damage. All right. So basic damage on the first one was a 12, plus I'm doing the D6 now. So that is 17 damage for the first swing.
Okay.
And then I am going to do a side swipe with my other axe.
You mean with the
And-
bonus action that you don't have because you use Hunter's Mark?
Oh, okay. So I guess I can't. My bad.
No worries. So you
Thank you for catching me.
almost cleave this ghoul in half. Like 17 damage. It staggers around and almost collapses, but it just barely rears itself back up to a standing position.
You can take a hit, can't you, ugly? And that's pretty much all I can do.
Missed.
Yeah, I have a question. How long before this monster is coming? Is that time to take out my weapon? Or
Yeah.
okay. So then I don't need a bonus action to take it out. If I'm gonna protect the priestess nearby and kill what is near her.
Okay, so there's a ghoul nearby.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack that with let's go reckless.
Okay.
22 to hit.
Yes. That will hit.
Cool. Is all the monsters immune to poison? Or do I need to roll it anyway?
Do you feel like that they're all going to be immune to poison?
Okay, so I'm not gonna roll that trap then. I forgot I go into rage, but okay. I do. Let me see. That is 10 plus 4, 14 slashing magic weapon damage.
Okay. You slash it and it stumbles about, but it pulls itself together. Almost
Okay.
literally.
Yeah, and then I go into rage and slash it one more time. So stupid. Oh, that was lucky. I will have advantage. 24 to hit.
That'll hit.
I do 3 plus 6, so that is 9 damage.
All right. You slash it again in a now enraged state, and it collapses on the ground in this kind of disgusting pile of flesh and bone.
I gonna howl or roar out a sound and move to the next biggest thing that is not moved. Yeah, move totally up to it.
All right. You've now approached another ghoul.
Ooh, and that is my turn.
All right. Val.
So there's ghouls close to me, right? I don't know how they are spread out, like the enemies.
The wisps and the specters, they're all on the outside, while all the ghouls are really close to the priests and priestesses.
All right, so she'll head to the ghoul that is close to, like, the closest to attacking a priest or priestess.
Okay.
And
Do you want to attack the one that's injured by Beandar?
Is that the one that, like, where the danger is most imminent of hurting the priest?
They're all again. The ghouls are forming
yes.
a ring around.
Then
them.
yes. Okay, let's
They're
just roll on
all imminently in danger.
that. I need to hit.
That hits.
And oh shit, that's max damage. 15. 15 slashing damage with the silver great axe just straight to the face.
Yeah, you come in and you swing and you aim for the creature's chest, and you notice that your blade, like the silver, is cutting through the undead, and it's like it's not even like you're cutting through it. It's just like it feels like the flesh is dividing itself as it moves as you swing through it. And you basically just split apart this ghoul.
Beandar's impressed.
And then she's gonna pant a little and like she doesn't even look at Beandar, look down to Beandar, and her focus changes to the next goal. Which if she has movement left, she'll put herself between the goal and the priest.
Okay, so you move to and around the ghoul, and now you're standing near two of them who were looking to attack the priests, but now are looking to attack you.
And she is going to action search. And that's going to be a 24 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Next turn.
And I rolled a 2 on the die, so I'm gonna reroll with my great weapon fighting thing for damage. So that's 8 damage.
So you give it a nasty slash across its chest. It's still standing.
And she doesn't have a lot for her bonus action, nothing actually, except for the second one. So that's basically her turn. Or as a bonus action, can she like the other goal is also focused on her, right? Both of them are.
Yep.
Okay, so she doesn't have to taunt them. Okay, that's it.
Trista.
Trista is going to find a ghoul that no one else is kind of near. Probably the one that's farthest away from everybody else.
Okay.
And she'll cast Hex on that. And then she'll hit it with a little Eldritch Blast.
Get some force damage action on that thing.
Well, so much for that. I don't know what her modifier is, but I'm going to assume 3 on the die is not going to do it.
Well, assuming the best possible result is going to probably be a 10. Yes, that's going to miss.
9. That's a miss. That's a great big freak out miss.
Whoosh.
And then Triss moved closer to the priests.
Okay, so you're basically that puts you right beside the ghoul that you tried to shoot at, right?
That's fine. She can do that.
Okay. So the ghoul, like, kind of just watches this blast go over its shoulder, and then you run in front of it and behind it, and it's just snarls at you. Now it's these guys' turn. They are going to suddenly disappear, and they are going to float around. Mist, roll me perception. And Trista, roll me perception.
Okay. I roll a 15, I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. You're occupied with the ghouls, so you don't sense them. So, yeah, you two are standing there, and the ghouls are distracting you. And that's their turn. Next on the list of things is Caleb.
Okay, I am going to Beendar, Val, Trista, and Mist are all sort of like surrounding the priests, right?
Yeah, they're doing their best to get in between the priests and them, the ghouls.
Caleb's gonna try to do the same thing, just like sort of almost try to make like a circle around the priests and priestesses and stuff, just to sort of be like a wall of defense against them. And
Okay.
as he runs, he's gonna say, "Torm, protect us," and his eyes are gonna start to glow, and you can sort of see almost this radiant light coming off him, and he's gonna strike at. I'm assuming the ghouls are what's the most pressing threat right now that
So
we
the
can
priests?
see.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I will try to strike at with my great axe. That is 18 to hit.
Yes.
All right, so that's 12 slashing damage and 3 radiant damage.
So you slash the ghoul and it stumbles about, and the radiant damage, you can see its eyes light up, and it looks like it gains like a little bit of humanity for a moment, but it then returns to its vengeful gaze. And it's their turn. So there's 7 ghouls. One is going to attack Beendar. With its claw, but it's going to miss.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to assume a 13 is not going to hit you.
Nope, I got 15.
2 of them are going to attack Val.
She really hopes that her new armor is gonna do good job.
Well, it doesn't need to do anything because they both rolled like shit. So you're dexterous enough that they swipe their lazy claws towards you, and they both miss you completely. One
Nice.
is going to attack Caleb. A modified 20 gonna hit you?
Yep.
Oh shit. You're gonna take 5 slashing, already rounded down.
Okay.
Are you an elf?
I am not an elf.
Good. Make me a Constitution saving throw.
It's not good.
Will a 24 Constitution saving throw be okay?
What did you
What the
roll?
fuck?
Barbarian.
Oh, that's right. You guys
she
are
doesn't get
just hit
advantage,
points.
yeah, so you feel just this kind of wince of kind of like your muscle, your like bicep kind of fucking spasms for a moment where he claws you, but it doesn't do anything.
Not my bicep.
You just think that you had like for some reason flexed.
Hardcore CrossFit.
Brutal. CrossFit.
Get good.
2 of them are going to attack Mist. Did you attack recklessly?
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's going to miss horribly. So the one that's injured misses you completely. And the other one actually makes you have to move a little bit, but still misses you. Just kind of gives your armor a nice little rub.
I don't have armor.
Well, it gives your fur then a little rub. It's a little uncomfortable. And the last one's going to attack Trista. Is a 16 going to hit it, Trista?
It does.
No.
Are you an elf?
She is. Well, halfway.
I think that counts. So you take
It
5
does.
slashing.
Oh, you hurt me.
It's the tiniest scratch. Oh, collapses on the floor.
You son of a bitch.
Oh,
It's like a man with the flu. I'm gonna die.
that's a deep blow.
That's brutal.
I feel hurt.
Right.
All right.
Flu sucks.
It does.
So one specter's going to fly towards Trista. One is going to fly towards Caleb. One is going to fly towards Oliver. And one is going to fly towards Mist.
Whatty?
So the one that attacks Oliver is probably going to hit you with a 20. Where's the fucking attack? There it is. With a 22.
Is this to hit me?
Yes.
Yes, it does. AC is 12.
Holy shit.
I'm a sorcerer. Give me a break. Shield ain't even gonna help me.
Roll me a constitution save.
Si, senor.
Holy shit.
13 plus 5. Yeah.
Good thing you can
17.
still heal yourself.
18. Yeah. 18.
All right. So it's kind of hard. You don't really notice this creature. It kind of sneaks up on you. And it lets out this wispy voice behind you. And as you turn around to engage it, it just reaches over, letting out a kind of low moan as it grabs into your chest and does 12 necrotic damage.
Oh my
as it
god.
stifles your life.
The fuck?
However, it doesn't. You can heal yourself. It then pulls its hand out of you.
Forced entry. Not cool.
Next one is Caleb. It's gonna miss. So it reaches out to you and swipes at you, and you kind of notice the haze that it is in the sunlight, and you easily step out of the way. So for missed, I'm going to assume a 16 is gonna miss.
Yeah, you have advantage if you.
Well, they have disadvantage because they're in the sunlight.
Oh.
Yeah, you're down to 7 ghouls. And
My bad.
one is going to attack Trista, but it misses. So you just see this haze of a creature approach you, Trista, and it attacks you. And I don't know how aggressive she would be, but it's going to miss completely.
She's probably still flailing around from the previous injury.
Yeah, I'll say that she more accidentally dodges attack. She's still freaking out about the last one, and just like accidentally dodges out of the way. Like the creature's like, oh dang it, can't see. Oliver.
Alright. So I will use my bonus action, and I'm gonna cast a spiritual weapon. Ka-chow.
Okay.
Just right on the dude in front of me, because he sucks.
Sure.
So I'm ahead at. For Christ's sake. Yeah, favored by the gods is even gonna help me with that. Yeah, no, that misses.
What'd you get?
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
Okay. So your spiritual weapon misses completely.
Great. Favored by the gods, and then yeah, no, it's not worth. Okay, and then I'll just use a cantrip, and I'll shocking grasp him.
Okay.
Shoot, is shocking grasp to hit, or is it like a
It's to
saver?
hit.
Okay, cool. Can I stop rolling crap today?
Is an inspiration.
A 12?
12 will hit.
Oh, fucking Luya. Okay. Oh my god, I rolled a 5 and a 2. Oh my god.
Suspense.
Okay, what damage do you do?
1d8.
Yeah. 1d8. 7 lightning.
Awesome.
And I run the fuck away to my friends.
You give them AO?
No,
No,
shocking grasp takes away their
Oh.
reaction.
Oh,
Yeah.
all right.
And so I run the fuck away to my friends.
So you want to run into the circle of ghouls?
Well, I mean, shit. Well, I'm an isolated little weak person. Can I
So
avoid them?
yeah, you can just run away to the outside.
I just want to be near teammates is all.
Well, there's no one. Everyone ran into the circle.
So I'm going with them.
We are the circle.
I'm gonna join the circle of life.
So you electrocute this thing, and you starting to notice that some of the electricity, although is hitting it, a large portion of it is also pouring out of it. So you just kind of take this opportunity as it kind of spasms to run away from it.
Run away. And yeah, it's my turn.
All right, top of the round, Beandar.
Okay. Considering my mark basically was destroyed, can I pass my mark on?
Yeah,
As a
there's an
bonus
injured
action.
ghoul nearby
Okay.
you.
Yeah, so I'm passing to the next one that's nearest me. Is that considered a bonus action?
Yes.
Okay, just checking. Alrighty. And I'm going at it, and I am going to attack it with one of my beautifully deadly blade, or deadly axes. And that is a +6. And that is a 24 to hit.
No. Yeah, that is.
I know.
These guys have 12 armor. Come on, man.
I
Oh,
know.
I got it on the money, damn.
Did you use inspiration for that?
No, I didn't.
4.
Because I didn't want to waste it.
Alrighty. And then rolling my d6. So total damage on this one is 9 damage.
So you're hitting the ghoul that Val hit?
If it was the next in line.
It is incredibly haggard, and it doesn't look like it's going to last much longer, but it's still there.
I try and blow on it.
Just need the extra 1 damage.
Roll intimidation.
Die. Just do it. You know you wanna.
Gets out some
Kinda like-
hand sanitizer and rubs it over where you spit on it.
Oh. Sensible ghoul.
It's like, geez, those were new clothes, dude.
The hell, man.
And that's my round.
All right, missed.
Okay. I'm beside a door, right?
You're beside 2 ghouls and the specter.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. Can you hold a spectre?
I would say no, but you can try.
No, I'm not gonna try. I'm gonna attack one of the ghouls. Yeah, reckless attack. There was one of those was hurt, right?
No.
No, okay.
Oh, yeah, the one that you hit, sorry.
I gonna trigger my sneak attack on this one, but I do 7 damage.
To the one that you hit before?
Yeah.
It dies.
Oh, so I roll a 1 on damage. Good. I'm gonna attack the other one then.
Okay.
Yeah, I roll. I think I rolled like 13 to hit before, but yeah, it was 12 to hit, right?
Yeah.
24 to hit.
24 will hit.
And I do 9, 11, 17 damage.
Another devastating blow to the ghoul.
Cool. So, do we have any of our party members in this area that's in danger to get hit? That's not that healthy.
No.
The little guy who run in. The warlord. I don't know this. I don't know about him do that. I don't know yell to him. He to come over to him and Mr. and I protect him. I don't want to leave this spectre.
So who are you yelling to? Trista or Oliver?
Both. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. If they need, I should go and try to protect them, but yeah. That's my turn.
Alright. Trista.
What? No.
Oh, Val. Sorry.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I don't think it's my turn yet, is it?
I'm gonna attack the ghoul that's standing in front of me that's looking really bad. And that's a modified 20 to hit.
Okay. I mean.
And she's.
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
And she's gonna say, go back to where you came from, and dealing 10 slashing damage.
Oh, yeah. You decapitate the poor thing.
It ain't poor. Don't act like it's got sympathy.
And then she's just gonna how do you call that? No, it's not frown, but like look angrily at the other ghoul standing in front of her. And that's basically all she can do for the moment.
Scowl, maybe?
Yeah, the ghoul says, yeah, I'll go home.
Well, bye then. Go. She's gonna position herself. Maybe that's like she would still be within 5 feet of him, but like kind of squeeze if possible between like the next priest target and the ghoul. So she will definitely be a hit or be a scowl. Yeah.
Well, there's only 5 ghouls left, so.
Still, she's gonna be right in his face.
Okay, so you stand beside Caleb, essentially, and yeah.
Yep, that's my turn.
Now it's just his turn.
There we go. Okay, so there's a ghoul in front of me, and was that a specter that's behind me?
There's a ghoul in front of you. There's a specter beside you.
Got it. So Trista will cast Sacred Flame. So that's a DC 14 Wisdom save, I think.
Sacred Flame is a dex save.
Okay, dex save.
Against 2. Spectre.
The ghoul that
Okay. It hits him.
Okay. D8. Sorry. Never actually cast this one before. And that's going to be 2 radiant damage and necrotic damage.
How much necrotic?
1.
So
3 total.
Deal
you
the
hit
big
it,
damage.
and your faith, or your angel, is not too strong today. And the ghoul takes the hit and is almost laughs.
That's so mean.
Awesome. Awesome.
It's not because it didn't hurt. It's because he knows what's coming.
Still, he's
So,
mean.
Whole world of pain.
here comes the pain train.
Choo choo, motherfucker.
The 22
Oh no.
and the crit. Missed. You're standing around. Things are looking okay.
Very
And
cool.
suddenly you get shocked.
What the fuck?
You take 8 points of lightning damage as a will-o-wisp shocks you in the back. And you kind of look back as you realize you're kind of surrounded. But just when you think you have the situation under control, and you get electrocuted again, and you take 32 points of lightning damage as this will-o-wisp just pretty much appears right underneath you and just electrocutes the shit out of you. And then floats
My
off to
balls?
one of your side. Pretty much electrocutes your balls.
Oh shit.
You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs.
Oh. Yeah. They need to get here later today then.
Yeah, sorry.
Trista, what's your AC?
14.
Fuck. So you are kind of focusing on this ghoul, and that's not the damage I wanted to see. No. You're kind of focusing on the ghoul. The specter is kind of harrying you, but not posing too much of a threat, since it seems to be kind of blinded. But to your left, this little ball of light appears beside you, and it kind of looks cute.
Oh,
and
how
adorable.
pretty.
Then it lets out this disgusting wail as it electrocutes you for 14 points of lightning damage.
Why are you killing all the
This is not looking
squishies?
great.
After it's done electrocuting you, it lets out this kind of evilish giggle. Caleb.
All right, so in front of me, there's the ghoul that I was hitting, and then there's a specter.
There's 2 ghouls in front of you and a specter.
And I heard a couple of screams from my friends.
Yeah, Mist is smoking.
It's a curl of black smoke from between his legs.
Yeah. Getting out of my kilt.
I assume that because he's raging, I don't think he would pay too much attention. He's just focused on the one job he knows he has, which is to protect the priest. So I think he's going to stay where he is and just swing again at probably at the ghoul that he was attacking before.
Okay.
25 to hit.
Jesus Christ.
No, that definitely doesn't beat their 12 AC.
Ooh, that's nice. So 18 slashing and 2 radiant.
Yeah, you decimate this guy. He's done for. He just becomes a small pile of flesh on the ground.
And he just sort of turns to the next ghoul and goes, ah! And just sort of like,
Jesus.
come at me, bro.
He says that a lot.
He does, yeah. Well, he thinks it. Mostly he just grunts when he's raging.
Oh, there's 4 ghouls left. The one is going to attack Caleb. Are you reckless?
I did not.
Okay, so it's just gonna fall on its fucking face. It tries to swipe at you, but it trips over itself and lands on the ground prone.
Nice.
How
I was
embarrassing.
startled by my yell. It was like, ah!
The one is going to attack Miss, and it's gonna miss. The other one's gonna attack Trista. It's gonna miss. And the last one is going to attack Beandar. Actually, that one's dead. So I think there's only 3 ghouls. Now that I think about it.
There's one right in front of Valerie.
Yeah, it died.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind then.
So 4 specters.
I
And there's still 3 will-o-wisps, right?
stage belowish shock.
Yeah, you guys didn't attack them because they were invisible. So the one flies over to Alvar,
Now.
and it's gonna miss horribly.
Yeah.
There's no way it can really fumble, but it's gonna miss horribly.
Good.
The other one is going to attack Mist, but it's going to miss. The other one was attacking Caleb. 16 gonna hit?
16, did you say?
Yep.
Yep, that'll hit.
Roll me a con save.
Huh. I wonder where that dice went. I'm gonna roll again because I don't know where that genuinely don't know where that one went.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, that one
Disappears into the ether.
Right.
That happens with pencils you drop on the floor. Never see them again.
They're gone forever.
16 for my con save.
Okay, so you make the con save. You resistant to necrotic damage?
No, I don't think so.
Cool beans, because you take 14 of it.
All right.
So this specter, I was gonna say revenant. That's not what you're fighting. This specter swipes at you, and the ghoul, obviously not posing much of a threat anymore, disarms you, which you immediately regret as you kind of forget that this hazy creature is kind of out of sight. And it reaches its hand into your chest and deals its damage, and you can feel your energy leaving your body. And it pulls its hand out. And the last one already attacked Trista. So all of them missed except for the one. Oliver, your turn.
Alright. Spiritual weapon, bonus action. It's gonna hit something. A specter, sure.
Okay.
That's crap, but I think it hits. 13?
You did it.
Hallelujah. Okay.
You beat its 12.
I know, but I gotta
Good-
stop
good
rolling
thing-
like under 7.
Good thing you asked again.
Okay. Takes 10 force damage. As a freaking. Yeah, let's make it a great axe, because why not?
So it just smashes into the back of its head, and you can see its spiritual fucking face kind of sliced off in half. And
Nice.
it just howls at you.
Meh. Okay, and now I'm gonna do some cool stuff. So he's gonna grab his twisted wood rod, and it's got a little gem in the end, and he's gonna like twiddle his fingers, and some just crazy electric, just like really chaotic magic comes out, and it splits into two bolts, and he throws it. And I am going to. I'm gonna cast Chaos Bolt Twinned.
Okay, what's your second target?
Let's make it someone on Caleb because he needs assistance.
Okay, so there's the ghoul that's badly damaged,
Yeah, let's get that one. Sure.
and then there's the specter that just hit him.
Yeah, let's get the ghoul. Just finish it off.
Okay, so it's a ranged attack.
Yeah.
So you have disadvantage against the one that's in front of you.
Okay, that's fine.
And
So I'll do the first one. With disadvantage, it's a natural 12
Okay, so yeah,
on the one in front of me, and then I'll just roll the one over there. 13. Does it hit that one?
oh yeah.
Okay. All right, hold on. Gotta roll a couple dice.
Roll for the chaos.
Does it do the thing? The first one does.
Chaos?
Roll double
Chaos.
threes. And then, okay, I rolled threes on every single dice. So he takes. God dang it, where's this stupid thing? He takes 9 fire, the one in front of me, and then it bounces over to another one.
Okay.
That's
So
within 30 feet.
Okay, so you were targeting your second one was targeting the ghoul that was badly injured.
Yeah, but my first one was bounced.
And does it always bounce to an enemy?
It says it bounces. If you roll the same number on both d8s, which I did, the chaotic energy leaps to a target of to a different target of your choice within 30 feet.
Okay.
Then
so
it says
within
make a new
30
attack roll against that one.
Within 30 feet, there's basically a laundry list of fucking creatures you could target with this thing.
Okay, whichever one. I'll just get a specter.
Okay. So there's a specter on Caleb, there's a specter on Trista, and there's a specter on Mist.
Let's get the one on Trista.
Okay. So I'm not sure. So yeah, make a new attack roll against it. So the specter that you hit, taking the 9 fire damage, you see the fire kind of exit its body, as it is in fact resistant to fire. But it is looking very bad.
12 to hit. The one on
12 will
Trista.
hit that specter.
Yeah. All right. That one takes a lot more. 8 plus 4, 12 plus 3, 15. It can be thunder, or I'll do it force damage.
Boom. The specter beside Trista just gets blasted by this purple bolt of what looks like lightning. And it damn near explodes into nothing, but it manages to reform. And though when it reforms into this haggard mess of a person.
Alright, and then there was the twinned one, which was...
Hell yeah! Way to go!
Yeah!
Oh crap! It's still there.
Sorry. And then there's the ghoul on Caleb. That was the twinned one. So
Yep.
that one is a 14 plus 7.
So
it takes 8. So it could either be poison or acid. Let's do acid because that seems fun.
Don't do acid, kids.
Takes 8 acid damage.
that ghoul is slain. So this bolt hits him and it just collides into him, but it doesn't like impact and hurt him. it just drenches him in this acid, and he's like, and he turns into this goop pile.
Aw. It's like Ghostbusters.
The Marshmallow Man.
Aw. Alright, yeah, and that's my turn.
All right. So that's 2 ghouls left. Rip. Back to the top, Beandar.
Alrighty. And are all 3 specters left, or just 2 of them?
All 4 of them are still alive.
4. Okay. All right. I throw my hunter's mark on one of the specters and kind of ignore it for the moment and go after the next goal.
Okay. So there's one in front of Mist and there's one in front of Trist.
Okay. Considering Mist is a little bit crispy right now, I figure I'll be nice and help him out a little.
Okay.
And that's going to... Yep, I hit him with a 19. So...
You don't know that? I'm kidding. Yeah, you do.
Okay.
You so funny. Alright, so that's just 7 damage, considering I'm not using the hunter's mark on that goal.
I think he's dead.
Alright.
So there's only 1 ghoul left.
Cool. And that is my turn, considering I've done 2 things.
Okay. Mist, your turn.
Yeah. Willow Whips, is that nearby?
Yeah, there's 2 of them nearby, in fact.
I don't know. Attack the one then. I have 2 Willow Whips and a spit on me.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh yeah. I don't know. Attack one of those. Reckless attack. Fuck. 14 to hit.
On the Will-O-Wisp?
Mm.
That will miss.
I don't attack one more time. Do 25 to hit.
That will hit.
I do 8, 12, 18 damage. Slashing magical ghostly damage.
How much damage did you do?
18.
Okay, so it maneuvers away from your first attack, but the second one comes down and hits it pretty hard, and you notice that the light of the will-o-wisp kind of flickers for a moment, but then it comes back. Although mostly dim.
Okay. So can I use a bonus action to find an item in my bag, or?
I mean, that's what your item interaction is for. There's 1 ghoul left.
Is that a bone? No, that's the main action, right? Yeah. It's the main action to find an item, right?
It depends on where it is in your backpack.
I'm just looking for a gem of scene thing.
Okay.
I don't know where I'm gonna put that in my backpack, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna yell to the others if they need a gem of scene. I have one in my backpack. Can I drop my backpack?
You need to attune to that.
No.
Gem of Seeing? That's an attunement item. I'm pretty sure that is.
I'm pretty sure it's not.
Rax got one. It's an attunement item.
It requires attunement.
Seriously?
Yeah. Dude, that's a dope ass item. Of course it requires attunement.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna do anything.
Yep, totally does.
That's
Alright.
fucking stupid. Okay. Yep.
So, Val, there's only one ghoul left.
How far is it away from me? Or is that the one I'm standing in front of?
It's on the opposite side of the priests.
And
so you have to run all the way around to get to it.
Okay, let me get this straight. Like the battle looks like that. The priests are like doing their thing right now. There's only one ghoul that seems like it's gonna attack the priests, and
No.
the will-o-wisps are okay.
All the undead are focusing on you guys.
Okay.
There's one ghoul on Trista, and it's kind of smirking confidently at her. There is a specter on Oliver who's looking really bad, even despite being already pretty damn near invisible. Then there's one on Caleb that's looking okay. I don't think it has been hit yet. Then there's a specter on Mist who hasn't been hit yet. Then there's the 3 will-o-wisps who are. So there's 2 by Mist. One of them is actually close enough to hit the priest and priestess, but they haven't done so. And the one will-o-wisp is on Trista. Trista is looking pretty bad right now.
Well, then Val's gonna run over to Trista, to the ghoul, and she'll just probably approach him from the backside since she's running from the other side, and try to like just slice him in half. With 19 to hit, and that's 14 slashing damage.
So
she's gonna yell out, "Leave her alone!"
You're standing there, and this is a pretty bad place to be with a specter and a will-o-wisp and a ghoul on top of you. It's looking pretty bad. The ghoul kind of lifts up its hands to strike at you again, and then it just gets this huge axe in the back. And it doesn't fall over, but when the axe pulls out, it just goes like weakly, barely holds itself up.
You okay there,
Sorry,
little
you
girl?
cut out for me.
The ghoul is weakly and barely able to keep its footing and keep standing.
Oh, thank goodness, Val. I was really starting to get worried. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now, and
yeah, we don't
that
have
really
time
hurt
for
a
that.
lot.
Focus. You're back.
Okay, I'm doing this.
And
Trista is inspired. She pulls out her silver dagger, and she's actually going to stab something.
What is this something?
She's going to stab the ghoul.
Okay.
Finish him.
He's looking pretty bad.
Trista's angel guardian is going to come down visible to her. It's going to stand behind the ghoul and encourage her. I'm going to use one of Throak's inspiration points.
You rolled a 1?
I rolled a 4.
Oh.
I rolled a 4. She missed again. Fuck, son of a bitch. I rolled a 6. Yeah.
What's the
I
total?
rolled a damn 6. I'm like, it's an 11. An 11 to hit.
So your angel, he's like, you can do it. It's almost dead. Slay this monster. And you're like, yes. And you kind of jump in the air, both hands on your dagger, trying to plunge it into him. And you have this moment where the ghoul's just holding the knife above its head, and you're trying with all your might to push it down into its ugly face. And then it just pushes you back.
I'm having a really bad day.
It could
That's
be
her
worse.
turn.
Oh no.
It could be worse. She's almost Trista the Tank at this point. She's drawing a lot of hate.
So one will-o-wisp attacks Mist, but misses. I know they have advantage, but they're still going to miss because they only get +4 to their attack. And the highest roll between them both was a 14. Unfortunately for Trista, I'm going to assume a modified 20 is going to hit. Shit.
Yep, that's gonna hit.
And can I use my reaction to take that hit or something? To like jump in because I'm like basically
No,
right
'cause
with
there's a
her.
ghoul in the way.
Oh.
So Trista, you admit that you're having a really bad day, and it's about to continue as you take 12 points of lightning damage.
Ever unconscious.
So yeah, Val, you're the pretty much the closest one that isn't being just attacked relentlessly. That's basically the last thing she says is, "I'm having a really bad day." I don't want to metagame or anything, but you should really do something about that wisp before it kills her.
Well, I can't do anything, so.
Caleb.
Hold on. So legitimately, Trista's trying to kill the ghoul because that's the one her hex is on. And she does extra damage to that. I mean, 1 extra damage, but she needed to get the ghoul killed so that she could move on to the next thing. Except she's unconscious. So
The
way to go,
hex
Trista.
disappears.
Yep.
And I hope your con save is really good.
It's 1.
1?
Oh no.
I'm gonna give you inspiration reroll.
No, it's not. It's okay for now. But you better not. If the will-o-wisp that's on her is still alive by the time that it gets around to them again, you're probably gonna need as much inspiration as you can. It's not a hard save, but it's a very important save. When they'll kind of alert everyone with inspiration right now. Okay, so that was the last one. Caleb, it's your turn. There's a specter on you, and it got blasted with acid. It's the acid actually seemed to do pretty good against it, despite its incorporeal form.
Did I hear Trista like slamming onto the ground as she goes unconscious?
Roll me a very easy perception check. Like the combat is pretty quiet because the combat for like at this point is just being done by incorporeal creatures and they don't make a lot of noise.
I'm pretty sure Valerie would have like screamed out or something like Trista, no, something like that. So
I
Okay,
rolled a 12 for it, so
yeah, that's enough. It's a very quiet battlefield right now. Like all the ghouls are pretty much slain. So it's just the ghosts.
all right. I think that hearing that and maybe seeing that, he's just gonna run right past the specter and try and slam his axe down on this little bead of light that's apparently fucking with her.
Okay, well the specter's gonna miss.
Okay.
And you can attack this little bead of light if you freely want to.
I'm gonna attack it recklessly.
Okay.
Just trying to definitely like hit this thing. 13 to hit.
That is a whopping miss.
Damn it.
wait, didn't you roll with advantage? Oh, or does it get canceled out because they're half invisible or so?
No, they're not invisible or anything.
Oh.
It's just that they're really hard to hit.
Yeah, they have like a really high dex.
They have fucking 28 dex.
Yeah.
Oh my god. What the fuck?
They're just a tiny little ball of light. So even recklessly, I rolled real fucking shit. I rolled 2 and a 7.
Throw the die underneath the couch again.
So that's your turn.
Yep. Can't do much else.
The ghoul is gonna turn around and attack Val.
Good.
Oh, and it actually hits you. Holy shit.
Even better.
You take 8 points of slashing damage as it claws you in the face. Rawr. Roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Sure. 18.
Fuck.
That's my save. What the hell?
Okay, so it claws you in the face, and your face goes numb for a moment, but you're okay. It doesn't paralyze you.
Nice. That's good. Fuck.
Next is the specters. The one specter is going to go off Trista and is going to attack Val. But it's going to miss. Stupid sunlight. The other specter is going to attack Mist at regular, but he's going to miss. The other specter is going to float up to Caleb and attack him because nobody runs away from him. And 18 is going to actually hit.
Yep.
So roll me a con save.
Uh, 12.
You better make that one. Okay, god damn it. I don't want you to be paralyzed because we need you. Fuck.
It's a specter, so
Oh, alright.
you sure you don't want to use it? You got one shot.
Me? Do you have inspiration? Well, I'll give you inspiration. We'll save Trista another way. Roll. God damn it. He's like,
getting
kill
back.
Caleb!
I'm back. What happened?
You can do it!
Trista's down.
Oh, fuck.
And she's about to die. Perish from this world.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So
You can reroll.
I did. I got 10 this time.
so you have the 12.
Yeah.
All right. Because you make it.
Yeah, I figured I would make it. I wasn't super worried about it. Most of the DCs of these ones are pretty low.
You still take 10 points of necrotic damage.
Oh yeah, I'm cool with that.
I don't know this.
Their saving throws are pretty like undead are kind of fun that way. They're easy to make, but if you fail it, it's hard. It's bad. It's bad. All right. So with that, Oliver.
Oh, shit. Okay. Sorry. Need a sit rep. What's going on?
Okay, so Beandar killed another ghoul. Mist killed another ghoul, and he's fighting, and he injured a wisp. Val damaged the ghoul that was on Trista. Trista tried to finish it off, but it overpowered her and managed to save itself. The will-o-wisps tried to attack Mist, but missed. The other will-o-wisp knocked Trista unconscious. Caleb tried to attack the will-o-wisp that knocked Trista unconscious, but also missed. The ghoul attacked Val and actually hit her, but didn't paralyze her. And the three specters made their attacks, but only hit Caleb.
Okay. Shit. God dang it. Can't frickin' heal anyone. You suck, Alex.
I mean, unless you have a very selfish reason to heal somebody, then go for it.
Because he heals everyone else who keeps me alive.
Yeah, but is Trista really that important for your safety?
Yeah, she's comedic relief.
I said
Nah.
safety, not sanity.
Yeah.
She's fun to look at.
Her eyes are, they taunt the enemy. I don't know. Let me do my job, Alex.
No.
Let me do what God intended me to do.
She's hot, and you think if you heal her, she might
I
let you
get that.
let you get a little bit further. So that's why you're selfishly healing her.
This is for my safety.
Maybe I
Finding a
can get,
relationship
damn.
and maintaining a stable future.
maybe I can get laid.
Awesome. I'm glad everyone thinks with their penis.
I mean, so, you gotta find loopholes, man. Any chance you get.
All right, make me a wisdom save.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna use favored by the gods so we can freaking make this one. Okay. Ah, shit. Okay, 2d4. Okay. 13 plus 6, 19.
So you're just kind of sitting there like, I don't really need my penis that wet, do I? And your god's like, oh no,
Oh, yeah, you do.
she's right there. And you're like, you got it, it'll matter. So you can heal her.
Hallelujah.
Unconscious.
Don't care. I can do it. All right. Action. Cure wounds. Distance spell. Meta magic. Level
Okay.
2.
Boom.
Hallelujah.
For healing.
Okay. 2d8 plus 5. 11.
Oh boy. Trista,
Boom. Trista's awake.
you're still prone, but yeah, you're awake.
You're alive. Tis all I can do. And then bonus action. Smack a dude. With my spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Can
The
I stop?
closest available creature would probably be the Spectre. That's attacking missed.
I rolled so many 5s this game. It's not even funny. A 12 to hit?
Yeah, that still hits.
Okay. But dude, I've rolled so many 5s. Alright, he takes 9 force damage.
That's the first hit he's taken. So it hurts him. He's still okay.
Ka-chow. And that's my turn.
Back to the top. Beandar.
Alrighty. So the ghoul's still alive, right? Yeah.
There's one ghoul that's alive, and it's not the ghoul that's near you.
Okay. All right. I look around for the specter that I sat there and put my hunter's mark on.
Was that the one beside Mist?
I don't remember.
I'm going to say yes, just to keep things simple.
Okay. And I find it and I go charging in with both axes.
Okay.
And let me roll because I hadn't done that yet because I was dazing off from the blue. Sorry. Didn't mean to do that today. That's an axe roll, so 5, 6.
So
And
I just want to.
good.
I read the pun. Oh my god. There's a pun here. I'm gonna type it.
All right.
I'm sorry.
13 hits him, right?
Yep.
That's what I thought. I just want to make sure. Alrighty. Oops, wrong thing.
Oh god.
I hate myself for typing that.
All right, that's 12 to hit that one with slashing damage.
All right. That one is slain.
Alrighty. And is there anything else within my 5-foot reach?
If you stand on top of the ghoul body, you can attack the will-o-wisp.
I'll step on it and try.
It's a
That
pretty
way I
hard
can.
hit. There's only 2 specters left. So
Actually,
2 specters and 3 wisps.
Correct that. I want to put my hunter's mark on that one as my bonus action.
And the ghoul, right? The injured one.
Oh yeah, then there's the one ghoul that's attacking you as well. So there's one. Yeah. So you put your hunter's mark on it. Do you want to do anything else?
Well, that's a bonus action, so I can't do anything else, can I?
Okay. So just to give a quick sip rep, there's now 2 wisps on mist. There's 1 wisp still sitting near Trista. There's the one specter is attacking Val, and the other specter is attacking Caleb. And that is the last of them. So there's only 6 enemies left.
You
So,
can do it.
Mist, your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack the wisp I heard last time with reckless attack.
Get him.
26 to hit.
Oh, I'm not even gonna have you roll damage. You just hit it, and you just hear this beep, and it just fucking explodes in the little sparkling dust.
Okay.
It only had 3 hit points left.
Oh, okay. My rage will kill it. I'm gonna reckless attack the other one then. A 19 on die, 27.
19 would have hit it, but yeah.
Sneak attack. Let me see.
You're a swashbuckler? Oh no, because
Reckless.
oh yeah, okay.
That is, let me see, 12, 18 damage.
It's still standing. Well, floating. Technically.
Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure the priestess, if I to move so the wisps cannot hit the priestess, I will do that.
Technically, you could move into the wisp.
Yeah, I'll do that then.
Okay. So,
And now you're gonna instant kill me. That's great. Yeah, that was my turn.
no. So you walk into it, and you can feel its energies being disrupted, as well as yours, and you both take 5 force damage, which kills the wisp.
Nice.
So there's only 1 wisp left, 1 ghoul, and the 2 specters. Val.
The wisp that is like hovering in front of Trista, it's still there, right?
Yep.
Okay. Can I? So I would probably. Can I, as my bonus action, kick the ghoul? Like just shove him away, or something? Would that be possible or no? Or do I have to have a specific thing for that?
I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
Because that's a shove attempt.
Okay, and the will-o-wisp is how far away from where I'm standing right now?
Can you say that again?
How far is the will-o-wisp away from where I'm standing?
5 feet.
All right, so I can attack it because it's within range.
Oh, I mean, like 5 feet away. Like you have to move that far to get to it.
All right. But it's not an imminent threat to Trista right now, so, well, I'll just deal with the ghoul for now. And that's a 25 to hit.
Yeah, that does it.
And that's going to be 8 slashing damage.
So, yeah, it's it was fighting for its life earlier and with Trista, and then it pushes her away, and then she gets downed. And it turns around to fight you, obviously, after slashing you. But then you give it this kind of vengeful look, and it's like, oh, and you just sliced off its head.
Okay. Drink a potion, little one. We need to continue. Watch your back.
Fiendar's falling in love.
No, he's not.
So you can move to the Will-O-Wisp if you want.
Yeah, I'll squeeze between, like, if I can, I would just like go in between and make me the target or taunted with my bonus action then, because I have nothing for my bonus action.
Okay. You can't really do that, so you can move in there if you want.
Sure. Because Miss has done that. Would I have seen that?
Would you have?
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Make me roll.
Okay, roll a very simple perception check.
11.
You did it.
I did?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
again, it's a very quiet battlefield.
So I'll move through it and, well, I'll kind of move into its space.
First, I gotta roll for your Spectre friend. But a 16's gonna miss.
Yeah, what Spectre friend? I didn't know there was a Spectre on me. What the fuck?
Oh yeah. It was standing beside you, attacked you, but it missed. And it missed again.
I didn't notice that.
It needs to roll a fucking 14 to hit you at disadvantage.
Miss me with that gay shit.
He's sad now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
So the other creature, the Will-O-Wisp, you move into it, and you both take 1 damage.
Is it like
sharing spaces? It's inside you now.
I'll just I'm not gonna stand in there. I'm just gonna move through it.
Shove the Alexa inside chest.
You're like, what the fuck? And it actually hurts, and you try to move out of its way, and it's fucking with you and just staying inside.
What? Well, I have 30 feet of movement, so I'm gonna move a little bit further away and see until like she's basically just gonna use like 20 feet like to walk and look around her and see like if this light ever exits her.
Okay, well you move 5 feet away and it doesn't move from its spot.
It's still inside her?
No, I mean it's staying where it was before. So
all right.
Before you were trying to get in between, but Trista's just woke up and she's prone, so she can't move. So you walk in between them, but the only space there's no space between the wisp and her. So you're forced to stand in its place. So you moved into it, and it's not corporeal, so it just shifted into you.
Well, she'll step like 5 feet away from it then until like she sees the light is fucking leaving her body again.
Okay. You still take the 1 damage.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. It's like, oh, that was that didn't feel good. And that's her turn.
Trista.
All right. Trista is going to stand up and cast Sacred Flame on the Spectre.
Oh boy. They don't have great dex saves. But he actually makes it. He got 17.
Bullshit.
Awesome.
Fucking Trista's having a really bad day.
Poor Trista.
He's having a shitty day.
It's gotten so quiet around here.
She's going to use her bonus action to heal herself.
Okay.
What? That was actually decent. That's 10 hit points back. She's doing better than Max.
Nice.
So who's the lowest health right now? So yeah. So
not me.
what's everyone's kind of current condition? Like, who's looking really bad?
I'm
Hits,
still
but
above
okay.
my max.
I'm
Yeah,
above
actually,
my
that's a
max as
pretty
well.
good way. Just put your health in the chat. This will-o-wisp is out for blood.
Oh, Trista.
No!
Oh, fuck.
Don't kill her!
God damn it.
Yeah, I'm. 10 points of healing. It'll make it a little harder for it to drop me again.
All right. So it's the wisp is looking around frantically, kind of wisping around, and it's like,
Wisping.
Yeah.
And then it's like it looks at everyone, and you're not really sure what it's thinking, what it's doing, but then it just kind of shakes, and it's gone. Though Trista, being that it knocked you out last time, you can definitely feel its haunting presence lurking towards you.
Is that the one that was within 5 feet of me?
Oh yeah.
Do I get an AOO?
You can't hit invisible creatures with AOOs.
Well, didn't. Okay. Not even at disadvantage or something?
No. The only way you can attack invisible creatures is if you say, like, I'm going to hold my attack action for when it moves out of my way. Because then it's a held attack. And if it moves, then yeah, you would attack at disadvantage. But
Right. Never mind.
not with typical AOs. The ghoul is dead. Huzzah. The specter is going to attack Val. Rawr. But it's going to miss horribly. The other one's going to attack Caleb. Ah. But it's going to miss. So the both specters miss poorly. Oliver.
Okie dokie. How close together are Caleb and Trista? Are they far or are they relatively near?
Like 15 feet from each other.
That's too far. Shit.
Okay.
Okay, well, bonus action, I'm gonna hit something. Spiritual weapon.
So the one specter that you hit before is dead. So you
Oh,
can
it's gonna
it,
move.
You can move it to fight the one that Val is on.
Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, natural 18.
Shit. No, I'm kidding. That hits him.
All right. Deals 10 force damage.
Boom. Goes the
Boom.
dynamite. It explodes.
Explode with a battle axe for some reason. Okay.
Poof.
Yeah, I gotta heal Trista. Sorry, Caleb.
Yeah, listen to your dick.
All right. I run over to Trista.
You make me a wisdom save.
I'm in there. 12.
So, yeah, she's looking pretty conscious now and looks like she's doing well for herself. You don't think you need to heal her this time?
Okay. All right. Then, did I cast a spell already? No, I didn't. Yeah, but, yeah, okay. Then I will... You said there was a specter within, like, 5 feet of Trista, right?
There's something within 5 feet of it.
Okay.
The
Well, I can't see
specter
that.
was killed by the. It was killed, wasn't it, by your spiritual weapon? That was the one.
But there's still one more left, right?
There's one specter left, and it is beside. But well, it's basically standing behind Caleb.
All right, I'm gonna get that one then. We're gonna. It's kind of a waste of chaos bolt, but fuck it.
Okay.
11 plus 7, 18 to hit.
Yes.
Yes. All right. 10 and 3. So 13 something damage. I will let you know in a second. 4 or 6. Sorry, this spell is like weird. Force or poison? I'm gonna do force.
And how much damage was that?
13.
Yep. Force is the way. It loses its form for the most part, but it manages to collect itself. Oh, okay.
And yeah, it's my turn.
Caleb, don't do that. I'm assuming she's going AFK, so
No, you skipped my turn, so I'm just assuming that I'm holding my attack for the wisp reappearing.
oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Actually, I skipped a lot of people's turn.
Well, you went Will-O-Wisp, Spectre, and then Oliver.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, the only foe that you can see is the Spectre. Sorry.
It's okay.
Is that what you're doing, though? Waiting for that wisp to show up?
Yeah, unless I can try to hit where I last saw it.
I mean, you can.
Would I have to like roll at disadvantage or something?
No, if you attack where it was, you'll miss.
Oh, okay. And then I'll just wait for it to reappear.
Okay. So, yeah, that's what will happen. So the Spectre, the one Spectre is destroyed, and then the other Spectre will get badly damaged. Beendar.
Alrighty. Well, Beendar runs up and tries to smack the crap out of the last Spectre, since it's all that's left that we can see at the moment.
Okay.
Because he's a very visual person. 1. And I don't think I hit it. I got 11.
No, you'll actually miss it. It will move. It'll briskly move out of the way.
Can I use my bonus action to try and hit him with my second weapon?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, that was even worse.
Bless you.
So both
Bless
of
you.
them.
Be done.
That was
Thou art blessed, though I have not prepared it. Sorry, continue.
So both your attacks will miss it. It will just kind of swerve out of the way of both of your attacks.
Oh, you shady little ghosty thing.
Missed.
Get back here.
He gonna run to something he just see an attack enemy.
Okay. So you're rolling over to attack the Spectre.
Yes, reckless attack. 20 to hit.
That hits.
Sneak attack for 18.
And it's gone. So there's nothing to attack that you can see.
Can I hold my second attack?
No. Because that is not part. Holding an action makes
Yeah.
your reaction.
Okay. So, do someone need help?
I mean, I would think everyone needs a little bit of help.
Or
No,
I
I'm
will
good.
probably pull something out of combat if not.
You're not going out of combat.
I have to pull someone out of combat zone with grapple them and run away. But I don't know who I need to do that with.
Well, you can't grapple anyone because it takes your action. So.
Oh, grapple is attack action, right?
Yep. Well, yeah, I guess if you, the only person in range though is Caleb and Beendar.
Drag him away. We're done.
We're not
It's
fighting
over.
anymore. You're
It's
coming
over.
with
So
No,
is one of those down? Or near? Who did? I'm just moving around gonna move over to the priestess and stay there. And
Okay. Val.
Bella's getting like a little bit pissed here because of the floating light, and it keeps like, and now it's even going invisible, and that's like a lousy way of fighting. So she'll hold her attack action to whenever the will-o-wisp reappears to hit it with our great axe, and she's just gonna grunt and say, "Once you pop back up, I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna tear you to pieces." And that's basically like all she can do. She's looking really healthy still. No issues, no nothing.
Trista.
Trista's going to stand up, back away from where the wisp was.
Stay with me. Please.
I'm just backing up a little bit, trying to stay away from them, in hopes that maybe it will attack her. If it attacks her, then everybody can see it. And if it does it, she will prepare an eldritch blast for when it does pop up.
Is a 15 gonna hit you?
A 15 will hit me.
You take 8 points of electric damage as you get up and start walking away, and this like gives you a harsh shock. Bzzzt.
But did you move around me? Like, did you stay like within a 5-foot radius or not?
No. Trista backed away, and like 10, 15 feet away from you.
All right.
So you guys are everyone who was holding attack actions to hit it, it moved away from you guys. It followed Trista.
God damn it. I told you to stay with me.
No, it's okay. We can see it now, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, in that case, will it makes on again.
Okay, so what are you doing? You cut out a lot for me.
Sorry. Casting Hex as a bonus action.
Okay.
And then Sacred Flame.
Okay.
I should have a lot of trouble doing this because at dex save, it sucks at dex saves.
Will-o-wisps have the highest fucking dex save in the fucking world.
I know. Trista doesn't know that, and Sacred Flame means that she doesn't have disadvantage to attack it, so.
I don't know why you would have disadvantage, but yeah, it moves out of the way. Got a mod by 20.
Isn't it a range, so it would have a disadvantage to do it in melee?
Well, it hit you while you were moving away, so I assumed you'd continue walking.
Yes, absolutely. So if she's moved away from it, then I'll use Eldritch Blast.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I thought that I thought you said it moved with me, so.
No, it moved with you when you moved away the first time. So when you walked away yourself, it turned invisible and followed you.
In that case, totally Eldritch blasting this ass. And completely missing. I'm going to use another. God damn!
Your angel's like, please, for the love of God, your life depends on it.
No. I rolled an 11 to hit, and then re-rolled and got a 8 to hit.
Damn. Giving inspiration.
Do it again.
So everyone's come on, kill it.
Ah, got it! Fuck you! 21 to hit.
You did it. You did it.
You did it. Yes, you did.
Roll for damage.
That's going to be 6 plus 4, 10 force damage, and 1d6. 10 force damage and 2 necrotic damage. Boom.
So you blast it, and it kind of swivels in the air, and it flickers, but the light faintly returns. And
that's my turn.
Like a little bobbing homing missile, it starts floating towards you.
Awesome. Hey, didn't Sandra have? Wasn't she holding her action to attack it?
A lot of people did, but it moved out of the range.
Shit. Well,
like I said,
guys.
They didn't move to like go stand beside you or anything. They just stood where they were.
I didn't realize that Trista had moved. I thought she was still on the ground. Like she'd just gotten up. I didn't realize she'd moved away from it because I thought I would have gotten an opportunity attack on her if she did.
It didn't take that one.
Okay.
So it just floats up. Like these creatures have a little bit of intelligence. So. And it's going to shock you for 10 points of lightning, essentially bringing you back down to the edge of your life.
10 points is going to drop me to 3.
And
but I'm still up, damn it.
You're kind of like both you and it are on like the cusp of death. And you're looking at it and you just see this tiny little face inside the light. But that face is menacing as hell, and it just whispers to you, "I will have your soul."
Too late. I've already sold my soul, so
Caleb.
Gonna run and try to attack it.
I will have your soul.
Mickey Mouse?
Oh. I'm gonna buy you like everyone else.
Very true.
I'm gonna make you a Disney princess.
So when you roll the hit.
Oh, I missed. I rolled recklessly. I rolled 2 5s. I definitely missed.
So you just swing at it and it just bobs up and you almost slice Trista in the face.
Oh.
Oliver.
All right. Can my can my spiritual weapon make it there?
Oh yeah.
Okay. It's gonna hit it. Ooh, that's good. 19 plus 7.
Roll your damage.
Yeah. 11 force.
And so it's basically, for everyone else, it's just kind of this squeaky voice. And it's like, I'm gonna eat your soul. And then it's just this axe just comes out of nowhere and just slices into it. And it's like, eat.
Oh no, it's so cute.
But the Trista, since she's so close to death, she's so much like closer to its very essence. And he's just like, no. But you guys aren't in the home clear yet.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
So, before we continue, we're all going to take a quick bathroom break.
Oh, jeez.
Okay. Thanks.
The suspense.
Oh, I kind of wasted my big spells.
Killing me.
I thought that was it.
I thought we was done, yeah.
Yeah, I wasted all my big boys.
Nope.
I still got some meta magic,
there.
but that's it. I only got 2 first levels.
Valerie's so annoyed that this thing is gone. It flew away. It's so fucking shitty. Invisibility. Fuck this.
Sorry, guys.
Invisibility trap.
You should have stayed with me. I could have hit it.
I was hoping that that you guys would all get your opportunity. if it came with me, I was hoping it would come with me, and you guys would get those attacks.
Oh yeah, it was invisible and moved away, and I specifically had my action to hit it, right? Wouldn't I not get like an AO at disadvantage?
You just don't know where it is. That's the thing. So you don't know when to strike.
Yeah, but like the other time I tried to attack it, like, and I couldn't. And he said, unless you say specifically or you hold your action to hit it or reaction.
Yeah, that is depend about you to hear it or you can see some grass thrown down or something like that.
Yeah, okay. That's a good point.
Because or you just gonna hit in the air and you never know when it's gonna go. Yeah, invisibility is crap. Annoying. It's pretty good if you have it, but maybe you should find a ring of invisibility. It's just a legendary item.
Question. If you cast Twin Spell, you can't target the same creature, right? Both.
Yeah, you can if you want, right?
No, it specifically says a different target.
Yeah, that's true.
What's true?
No, I was just wondering if you did like a twins like attack, you can't like target the same person.
No,
Both.
you can't.
Okay, just checking.
But if you twin your Endless Breath, you can. How can you
My what?
Eldritch Blast.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have Eldritch Blast. I'm a sorcerer.
Yeah.
You can twin because of awesome information divulged by our favorite person, Sandra. You can twin Eldritch Blast from 1 to 5, but as soon as it starts getting multiple attacks, you can't.
Huh?
Sorry.
It's so expensive.
Is that rules?
Yup. Of twinned spell meta magics.
Okay, so if you can you so twin Ray of Starting?
No.
Nope.
No.
I ruined that too.
Twin spell as a missile?
Nope.
It has to specifically only hit one target.
We're not allowed to have nice things.
Nope. No nice thing for you.
That's a lot of good spells that only hit one target.
So, as you guys slay the the last will-o-wisp, I'm gonna say 2 ghosts and 2 wraiths are gonna rise from the ground.
Oh fuck!
Wraiths are like the things from Stargate, or what are wraiths? I only know wraiths.
They're basically like specters, except they are basically much worse.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not a dart spectre. It's more like a dart troller, right?
Yeah, like a specter. A specter is like this kind of hazy humanoid or whatever kind of like ghostly form it's taken. So a wraith is basically like a very darker version of that.
Like, it looks like a Dementor from Harry Potter. I got it.
Like a specter can kind of be negotiated with because it's clinging on to its life more closely still, but the wraith is just pure malevolence. Like it wants nothing else but to take your life. And it can be negotiated, but it still wants it has to be like I won't kill you, but you have to let me take someone else in return.
Yeah, not gonna negotiate with fucking death beings.
And ghosts are basically just selfish creatures. You can negotiate with them, but their primary goal is to return to the living in one way or another.
What's their initiative?
I don't know. I was explaining things.
Oh, okay then. I'm sorry.
So the ghosts are gonna get 9, and the wraiths are also going to get 9.
Who goes first?
So who went last?
No,
I did.
the ghost or the wraith?
The wraith will go first.
Yeah, we ended the initiative order, so it would start at the top.
So Bindar.
Okay. All right. Is my hunter's mark still around, or did it just basically vanish?
For an hour. It sticks around for an hour.
Okay.
Before you have to expend another spell slot. Cast it.
Gotcha. Well, I stick it on one of the wraiths.
And did you
Yeah.
roll concentration, by the way, on that whenever you got hit? Because that's a concentration spell.
I don't think he got hit.
I got hit once at the beginning, I think. I lost 5 damage somehow.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But I stick it on one of the wraiths and I go charging in.
Okay.
And I am rolling. Oops, wrong spot. I'm gonna guess 9 does not hit.
No.
Okay, and that's all I have because I don't have an inspiration anymore since I used it already.
Okay. So
Thank you, by the way.
swing at this wraith, and it just floats back and dodges your attack.
Oh, you're going to be a tough one, I see. Okay.
Missed.
Missed an attack. I don't know. The Wraith, maybe? I don't know.
Okay, there's 2 of them. So one of them is being attacked by Bindar.
Yeah, I don't attack the thing that looked at least as a spirit ammo.
So the wraiths both look like creepy skeletal spirits. The ghosts look pretty close to humanish.
Yeah, then I don't attack the Wraith.
Okay.
Reckless attack.
Okay.
20 to hit.
That hits.
And I do. That must be 19 damage of my sneak attack.
Okay. It takes the hit and it floats back. Kind of trying to get away from you.
I try attack one more time at the 26 to hit.
That hits.
I only one die, and that is 10 damage.
Okay, you cut into it and you see these ethereal cuts kind of go into it. And it just starts drifting around you.
I don't like that. That was my turn.
Yep. So
Is that okay? So, are they all focused on us, or are they heading towards the priests?
The ghosts are looking at the priests, but the wraiths are obviously engaged now.
Okay, position-wise, am I within AOO threat of anyone if I move to a ghost?
No.
Okay, then she'll go ahead and can I make like a check or something if I know that like attacking a ghost with my greatsword, if that would actually make a great axe, if that would make any sense.
Roll Arcana.
God damn it, I'm so bad at Arcana. 6.
You're not sure. You haven't fought undead before.
No, I haven't. So she'll run in and she'll try to hit the ghost with her.
Do it live.
Huh?
Do it live.
What does that mean?
It's a joke.
Okay, 23.
That hits.
It's a joke. Don't worry about it. Okay. That's a 13 slashing. Maybe.
Okay. The effeminate ghost is wounded.
Oh, wow. I didn't expect that. So get ready for another blow then. She's like really surprised looking at her ex like, this silvering did really help, didn't it? And well, she can't do anything for her bonus action. Can she like try to taunt the other ghost to make him attack her, not the priest, as a bonus? Oh, did I do too much already?
Roll intimidation.
Modified 20. She's actually got intimidation.
He will say, very well. I will come to you.
What a polite ghost. And that's my turn.
Trista.
Trista's going to shift her hex over to the ghost that Val just intimidated.
Okay.
And then she's going to attack it with Eldritch Blast. So that is going to be a natural 20. About fucking time.
Nice. And now the tables have turned.
Double max. That should be a lot.
What was that, double max?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Then that would be 24 force damage.
Yeah.
And 12 necrotic. It probably doesn't do anything.
It's still alive.
Trista doesn't know that.
It's very injured. The necrotic damage actually doesn't hurt it, but the force damage does.
Trista the tank.
He looks over to you and he says, never mind. I think I found a new plaything.
Stop.
Did you attack the ghost or the wraith?
The ghost.
Everybody, the two wraiths that had already been hit, there was a ghost that hadn't been hit yet. That was the one you intimidated.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know if you were effective or not, so I smacked it.
Well, if it's going away from me, don't I get an AOL?
It's not moving yet.
Well, if it's going to, would I get it?
No, because it's not actually standing near you. I said it's going to move towards you.
God damn it, Trista.
It hasn't gone anywhere yet.
You're destroying my bonus action.
Sorry.
Caleb.
Bonus action to rage again, because that dropped ages ago, and run at whatever is closest and recklessly attack it.
It's kind of a tie between Beandar's Wraith and Val's Ghost.
Okay. 25 to hit.
Which one are you attacking, the Ghost or the Wraith?
The Wraith.
Okay. That will hit.
All right. And 2 radiant and 11 slashing.
Okay. That Wraith is badly wounded. Well, not badly wounded. It's starting to float around the two of you. It's hurt, but it doesn't show any signs of giving in.
Okay.
Now it's their turn. Val.
Yes, sir.
Roll me a charisma save.
21.
Jesus.
Boom. I have +2 on charisma.
So
Damn.
yeah, she's fine as fuck.
the ghost tries
Not
to
really.
convince you that you need, like, that you're tired and that you need to let go so that it can take your place. But you don't let it talk down to you, and you and you and you kind of push it away.
It's trying to possess you.
The other ghost
Motherfucker.
is going to float towards Trista. And
Yes.
he's going to say, "Well, you've gathered my attention. Tell me, have you seen something truly horrifying?"
Well, this one time, it was we were in the shop, and Throak's pants caught on fire, and so he kept throwing water on them, but it still wasn't going out, and then he took them off. That was horrifying.
And as you finish the story, he's going to use horrifying visage. Oliver, Val, and Trista all make wisdom saving throws.
Fuck you, natural
What is it
one.
with
I'm
me
using
wisdom
inspiration.
Me too.
11.
Much better.
I'm not a smart woman.
18.
So 11, 18, and what was
13.
So 13 barely makes it.
Oh no.
18 makes it. 11 does not.
Aw.
I'm frightened.
You are frightened by the ghosts behind the one that you possess, that's possessing, that attempted to possess you. You get disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks.
That's not too bad actually. Yay, fell-handed. Okay.
The one wraith is going to attack Caleb because he is seething with divine energy.
Do I get a reroll for the being frightened, or is it just like 1 minute?
It's just 1 minute.
Okay.
Is a 15 going to hit you? Sir Caleb?
I think his AC is 14.
15 is my AC.
Sorry.
Bad news bears. So, roll me a con save.
Nat
one.
Oh, take an inspiration. No.
Oh.
No. No, net once.
Okay. Reroll the save.
19.
Okay.
There you go.
Thanks.
You take 20 points of necrotic damage.
Huh.
So it basically just you're enraged, and it just reaches out to you, and it just says shh, and it grabs your head, and it just starts siphoning the life out of you before you push it away.
Yeah, I'm still pissed off.
What the fuck was that? Torm's fury is endless. The other wraith is going to look to Mist. He's just going to wag his finger at him. It's a little bony finger as he sifts into the ground. He's going to rise up behind Beendar.
Yep.
These things are fast.
11's going to miss you.
Okay, good.
So he rises up from the ground, and you just shiver as you feel this unholy presence behind you. And you turn around, and you move away from its hand as it reaches out to grasp you.
No touching.
Oliver.
Okay, I'm running over to Caleb with my healers. Oh wait, I can't, cause freaking dang ruins my plan. Okay, is spiritual weapon still up?
Yeah.
It lasts for a minute. I don't know if.
Oh. Then no.
Okay. All right. That changes things. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just action chaos bolt, twinned.
Towards.
One towards the ghost in front of Trista, and the second one towards the wraith in front of Caleb.
Okay.
So the one on Trista is 9 plus 7, 16 to hit.
That hits.
All right. And it takes 10 damage.
Oliver's such a cute name.
Thanks. Takes 10 lightning.
Okay.
Does not bounce. The one on Caleb is real bad. Yeah, it's like a 10 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay.
So the lightning damage that hits the ghost that is standing near Trista. It's not directly in front of her, but it's standing near her. And that you'll see some of the electricity leave its body, but not seemingly hurting it. Though
Okay.
it is definitely badly injured and getting a little frustrated.
And I can't do shit for my bonus. So that's my turn.
Okay, back to the top. Beandar.
Alrighty. I'm trying to attack the same wraith that I already have 100 marked, and I rolled a 24 to hit.
I'll hit.
All right, and that gives slashing damage total of 12 points.
Okay.
And I would like to use my bonus action to use my other axe on him.
Okay.
And swing again.
Okay.
Oof, nope, that one waffled. So that one completely missed.
Yep. 11's not going to hit him.
And that's it.
Okay. Missed.
Yeah.
Your turn.
I'm gonna run to the Wrath I hit earlier.
Okay.
And Restless Attack.
Okay.
I roll a nat 1 plus a 19, so that's good. So that must be 27 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
And that's kind of nice damage. That must be 20.
All right. The wraith isn't looking good now.
And second attack. Yeah. I think I'm gonna miss. I rolled a 2 and 4, 12 to hit.
Did you say 12 to hit?
Yeah.
That'll miss.
Okay, that was my turn.
Ow.
So with disadvantage, I rolled a 13 and a 19. So that would be 19 to hit.
That hits.
And she's basically gonna, like, for a moment, try to shake off the fear and try to cleave the ghost standing in front of her in half, or in whatever it's gonna do.
Okay.
And that's 12 slashing damage.
Okay. The ghost is looking pretty badly injured, but she's still surviving.
And she says, "Get out of my head," and that's basically her turn because she can't do anything else. So she can't try to intimidate the other one again. So yeah, that's it.
Trista, it's your turn.
So the ghost is right?
10 feet away.
10 feet away. Oh, good. I can still Eldritch blast it. And that is what she will do. She will blast it with the Eldritch, and that's going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
And I'm going to change all these back to ones. That's going to be 9 force damage and 6 necrotic damage that doesn't do anything.
Hooray! So you hit the ghost, and he looks pretty agitated. His form is bloodied, and it looks like there's blood coming out of him, and he's looking pretty battered, as some of his injuries that caused his death are starting to manifest. And he says, "Fine, we'll just have to do things more directly if you're refusing to see reason."
And she's going to back up 30 feet to draw him away from the circle and, unfortunately, her friends. Because she's not very smart.
She's so brave. Caleb.
The term is
So brave.
stupid.
Yeah. I'll save you guys. 1 hit point.
I'm swinging at that wraith again. That just hit me. Recklessly, 22 to hit.
Oh, that'll do it.
7 slashing, 4 radiant.
It's looking pretty bad now. It's still, you're cutting holes into its form, and you just see this bright light coming through it's these holes in its cloak. Is that it?
Yep, that's all I can really do.
Okay. The wraith is going to defend itself. Bad news bears. 23 is going to hit. So make your con save, Caleb.
Natural 20.
Okay. So good news is you're not affected by its other effect. Unfortunately, you're still going to take 24 points of necrotic damage.
I'm unconscious.
It just leans over, and you hit it really hard, and you can feel that it's weakening, but it just reaches out to you confidently and just siphons what bit of stamina you have left, and you just collapse on the ground. And the wraith kind of just looks over to Beendar. But he can't do anything. The wraith that is standing behind Beendar will actually attack Mist. And the 20 is going to hit?
Yep.
No, it's going to hit Mist.
Yes.
Make me a con save.
If I gonna fail this, I'm gonna stop play barbarians. Oh fuck.
And proceed.
I roll a 6, so I have +9, 15.
You make it.
Yeah, good.
So you end up taking 18 points of necrotic damage.
80?
18.
Okay.
80 points.
Fucking God.
Wraith attacks someone, you take 5 damage. Wraith attacks Mist, you take 87 points of damage.
I just want to accomplish.
It's like, what? It's like, balancing.
Yeah, gotta count for tier difficulty.
I would still be up if you did that much damage. Just saying.
The ghost. Spooky. So the one that is standing in front of Val, she says, "Fine. Then you will go to rest, just like I did and she'll attack you.
Me.
Yep. Is a 17 gonna hit?
That is like Alex says, right on the money.
So there's no save you have to make. You're just gonna take 17 points of necrotic damage. As she reaches into your chest and basically steals straight from your heart and pulls her hand out.
Yay.
And this is basically going to be the same fate as Trista. The other ghost is going to fly over to you. It says, I tried to scare you to make you weak. And I do admit, you're kind of cute. I would have suited your body. I could have used it. But now you have to die, I'm afraid.
You can't make me weak. My patron makes me strong.
Is a 13 going to hit?
No.
Hey, get him.
Okay. So he reaches out to touch you, and you just narrowly avoid his grasp.
That's right. My strong, and I'm not afraid of you.
You tell him, man.
Okay.
Now let me just stand here and not even help you in this situation.
Oliver.
All right, I'm gonna do exactly that. Yeah. Chaos boat. Actually, no, I lied. I'm gonna spiritual weapon. Ha 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 ha. It's
For
gonna
what?
attack the one on Trista.
Okay.
Ka-chow. Ooh, nat 20.
Okay. So you summon your spiritual weapon, and the ghost is going to look over. And he's going to just watch it wind up, and he's like, no. No, this was my chance! As he gets his fucking head lopped off.
Eh.
And the ghost turns into this mist and kind of floats away in this tiny cloud.
In the morning.
No.
Ah.
I see what you did there.
It's high noon.
Damn it.
God
It's
damn
in
it.
the afternoon.
No.
Alright, and then for my action, I am gonna frostbite a dude, a wraith, a thing. Yeah. Something. I don't know. Whatever's in range.
Okay, so they're all within range.
Okay, I'm gonna get the one that's in front of Caleb.
Fair enough.
Alright, it's gotta make a con save.
Of?
15.
Okay, it failed.
Alright. Takes 1 cold damage.
Okay, it takes 1. It just
hard.
looked up to you,
It's
but
hard now.
just ignores you. Dum, 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 dum. All right, it has disadvantage with its next weapon attack, which it doesn't have. Beandar. Beandar, you're muted. Or away.
Sitting there trying to talk. Oh, going after my wraith again. Dirty 20.
That'll hit him.
That's 7 plus my 1d6.
Okay, the wraith
11
is.
That's 11 damage.
The wraith is looking not too good. He's starting to get less confident, starting to move, and he looks like he's definitely trying to be a bit more evasive.
And I want to swing at him again with my other axe. And that's a 16.
That'll hit.
Cool. I wasn't actually expecting that one to hit. And
My
that's 12
daddy's gonna
damage.
kick your ass.
That wraith is looking pretty mangled. You start seeing this skeletal form behind this cloak, and it's very battered.
I'm gonna permanent death you.
Says, you
That's my threat.
wish that you had killed me.
And that's my turn.
Val.
Is it not my turn?
Oh, sorry, missed.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! I thought I was gonna get hit. I'm like, what?
I'm gonna attack the one I attacked last time.
Okay,
Redless attack. 24 to hit.
that hits.
Ralon,
And
pick that up. Put it back over there.
that is 12 damage.
It's looking so bad.
Oh my god. I rolled a 6 and a 7, 15 to hit.
They'll hit.
Oh,
Yeah, none of these creatures have high AC.
trap. That must be 7 damage.
That's enough. The wraith disperses. The skeletal form behind the cloak just starts disappearing back into its own dimension, and the cloak just falls on the ground. Poof.
Cool. Was shitty rolling disasters. Yeah, that is. I'm gonna move over to the other wraith.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna move to the enemy that's closest to the priestess. Let me say it that way instead.
Okay, you actually move all the way to the ghost that's fighting Val.
Okay, that's fair enough.
That's bad. Val.
Well, she's gonna take up all her strength and try to hit this ghost again, try to fight against her fear, and she would have she rolled a 5 and a 15, so 11 to hit with disadvantage.
That'll hit the ghost.
Oh, awesome. And so she's going to deal 13 slashing damage with her great axe as she just fucking gets her shit together and just wants to send this ghost back to the afterlife.
Well, that's a good call that you said that, because you slash it and it just kind of floats in place for a moment, and it looks like it starts getting ripped to another world, and this is finally I'm free, and it just turns into this misty cloud.
And she's just gonna stand there panting, holding her great axe with the bow in her both hands, and she's gonna use this try to pull strength from the leftovers in her body, and use a second wind to regenerate 10 hit points.
Okay.
And then she will use her movement to walk over to Caleb. Is he still being threatened by
Caleb
wraith?
is on the ground.
Yeah, right. That is why she's going there to give him a potion next round.
Oh. Well, that's good.
What?
Somebody better get there faster than this round.
Well, I don't have any healing, so okay. Well, that's all I can do.
You turn around, and this wraith is basically looming over Caleb's unconscious body.
Can I like force myself in between? I know it's floating over him, but
No, you're way too far away. You move your 30 feet and you're like 15 feet away from them.
someone help him. And that's my
Trista.
turn.
Trista already said he was gonna. So I'm within 60 feet of Caleb, right?
Yep.
Then Trista gives him a d6 of healing, which amounts to 1 hit point. Congratulations, Caleb. You're alive with 1 hit point.
Hey.
That's
Caleb,
right.
Thank you.
You wake
The
up
big
and this
healing right
wraith
there.
is just looming over you with its hands reaching for your neck.
So, or now? Good. Okay.
Okay.
So Trista's going to Eldritch Blast the ray.
Okay, make your attack
Probably
roll.
not gonna hit. I'm gonna guess 12 doesn't hit.
Just barely. Like you
It
shoot
hits?
it out. No, it barely misses.
Oh, okay.
Like at the last moment, you kind of are just staring at this thing a little too long, and you kind of just flinch your finger, and the blast just goes just right over its shoulder.
Shit. Oh, Caleb's up, so did my thing. That's Trista.
Caleb,
All right, so I just woke up with this thing over me. So it's gonna use the last of his energy to just bring back that little bit of rage. He's not even gonna get up. He's just gonna grab the axe and like recklessly attack, like just try to like slice it from like as it's reaching for him.
hey. So you roll. If you're still prone, you're rolling at standard.
Okay. So that's 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
You better roll enough.
So 14 slashing and 2 radiant.
So it's reaching out to. Let's just make this awesome. So it's reaching over to you, and you pick up your weapon, and it's floating over you now, and it starts choking you, and it says, "You will die." And you just bring your axe up, and you slash at it, and its skeletal head just lands beside you, and the rest of its body just wisps away, and the cloak lands on top of you.
Nice. And with that, I actually have to peace out.
Okay, so that's basically the end of the combat.
Sorry.
So with that, the priest
It's fine.
cleanse the land, and all the place doesn't feel like this hellhole anymore. Feels nice and well, it feels normal.
Valerie will feed Caleb
Yeah.
a health potion.
Oh god, I can heal people
He's
now.
alive, but still, here, drink this. He doesn't even get like a reaction.
Force feeds.
Don't worry about it. So the priests and priestess, once they're done with the cleansing, they'll tell you that they'll heal your wounds, and basically you all get affected by prayer of healing as you're resting. And I only have that many d8s. So I rolled poorly for the first set, which is so the priest of Torm will heal you guys for 13. The cleric of Shanti will heal you guys for 29. And
Is this mass
the
healing word or something, or mass cure wounds?
it's called Prayer of Healing.
Oh, okay.
It takes 10 minutes to cast. And the Cleric of Ill Matter will heal you guys for another 13.
So 26 in all.
No, it's 26, 13, and 13.
Okay.
So
So,
they heal you guys pretty much to full. Some of you a little less than others. And once the place is cleansed, you see that the ground is just starting to, like, was once blackened and red and cracked, but the blackness starts turning back into the basically the dirt starts restoring to its natural colors. And as it starts getting out to the cracked lands, it starts flowering out, and you see these like little roots kind of pulling the cracks back together. And it seems the exorcism has worked. They've cleansed this land, and Ralon, although still badly burned from other areas around it, is pure again.
Whew.
what a fight. For a moment there, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I've never fought undead before.
Yeah, it's not fun.
That was really scary. But we did really, really great, guys. Like, there was so much stuff. We killed it all. I mean, you guys killed it all. I didn't do much, but I feel like I was really supporting people.
Trista, you were
Did
really
you guys
brave.
feel supported?
Yeah.
Oh, and that anti-altruism feeling that you have, like that inner evil that's kind of coming out, that's gone now.
Oh fuck! Why didn't I heal you guys? That's dumb of me.
Stop muting me.
Well, I mean, you healed me.
He keeps muting me.
You did a really good job healing. You kicked some ass out there. You didn't need to heal. It was so awesome, the amount of ass you kicked.
Thank you.
You did really well, Trista. You fought really well, and it looked really bad for you.
I tried really hard. I got knocked scary. Like, I'm kind of scared that it might have hurt my brain a little bit. Like, there's only so much in there, and it bounces against the inside. You don't know what happens.
Yeah, I can't tell you. I'm not a medic, so I can't tell you much about that. But the worst part's over, and these lands are cleansed, so we did our job, and I'm really proud of us.
I know, we did a good thing here. We did a really good thing.
All right.
Is Miss gonna like do the thing? How is he gonna test his balls? Like, is he just gonna sit there and like give himself a good time?
Oh, probably not. I go over to our healer.
Give me 10 minutes, guys.
Go to Trista and ask.
Can you please test those?
Yeah, can you see about my balls is working?
He needs to clean himself.
What?
You know, cats lick themselves to get clean.
I'm not gonna do that.
I don't want to see your boy parts. There is another healer here who has the same parts.
Right. Sorry about that.
And you can just
doesn't mean I want to see him.
It's just
take his skilled up parts to a girl.
Oh, God.
Yeah, but I show my balls to everyone.
Yep.
So
don't want to see it.
Just
don't want to hear it.
I just gonna pull off my kilt and show you.
No, I'm not looking. I'm
Not to
looking
you.
up into the sky.
Bean's gonna smack him in the nuts with the flat end of the axe.
Dude. Oh, dude.
Fuck.
Oh, I feel it.
no.
It's not even real.
You don't show that in front of ladies, man.
You don't smack a dude in the nut. No, granted, he had it coming though.
I'm at perfect height. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
You're almost
exactly
having
what I was
them in
about
the
to say.
face.
You're not right. I show a thought them or not.
This ain't a doctor's office though.
You go do that in your own private area, man.
Yeah.
But
You
I'm not
You don't
sure
just
about
pull
my
your nuts
balls.
out to a CNA and be like, "Hey, can you look at this for me?"
Let's get ready to go back to Loxy.
Yeah.
All right. Beandar wants to take one of the wraiths' cloaks if he can,
There's
kind of
nothing
as a
special.
trophy.
Okay, there's nothing special about them. They're actually really ragged, and really dirty, moldy.
Oh,
Is
maybe
there
the skull
anything-
then.
I mean, you can try.
He's gone.
Okay, we'll miss him forever.
Oh.
Is there
man.
anything that's worth scavenging? Probably not,
No.
because we just
Yeah,
Most of them were
they're all
ghosts, and
ghosts.
the ghouls were just peasants.
right. Are we supposed to like burn them or give them a burial, or did they just disappear? The ghouls.
They were exorcised.
Oh, they were okay. They were basically cleansed with the land.
Could I take a second and go over to the cleric of Ilmater?
Yeah.
I'll just say thank you for your assistance.
He says, "The thanks is all ours. You kept us safe for the whole duration, which is very important."
Listen, I have a question. I also draw power from Ilmater. It's just I didn't intend for it to happen. Do you all have a church in Loxy?
Well, the church isn't much of a church for now, but there is one there. And you can use it to pray to Ilmater if you need to.
Would you mind if I joined?
Of course. I never he looks you over and he says, "I didn't really take you as a cleric, but if you want to pray, then by all means."
Just might as well learn something from him. Since he's given me something.
Rowan, don't do that, please.
Fair enough. So just to kind of pick up the pace,
Yeah.
you guys return to Loxy, and they can see your success from even from here. There's no like dark looming cloud hanging over Ralon anymore. You guys receive 400 gold each, including Caleb. And Uther says, "That was a marvelous success. I'm glad that all of you survived."
Thanks.
We too.
It was a really close thing. Like here, I got knocked out. There was a lot of really scary stuff out there.
Understandable.
But we pushed through it. I don't think that
Let me
those
see the
priests have
tablet.
ever been so well protected.
Daddy needs to charge it.
He says,
It's
"That
not
I
red.
have no doubt. I will listen to their words after, but I trust in my knight that you have done your duties diligently. So, name your price. What other reward would help satisfy what you may feel is worth the danger? 400 gold to members of the Steel Kingdom is quite a lot, but I understand that you have steeper.
Put that back now.
I understand that Illuminans have steeper payments. So please name your price."
I wasn't expecting much more.
Tristan was just talking. Is there so are there like orphans or something around?
He says, not as of yet. Many people are considered homeless at this time.
Maybe barracks or something. A barracks or something that to house them until everybody gets underway, and then afterwards it can be used for a shelter for widows and orphans.
I see.
Because that would be really nice. That would be a really nice thing to take care of people who just kind of need a leg up,
So essentially, what you're proposing is an orphanage.
Well, but not just for orphans, but also, and some guys aren't as chivalrous as they should be, and sometimes they do bad things to women, and that's just not okay. And I think women should be able to have some place to get their feet under themselves. A women's shelter.
So you want an orphanage that is also a women's shelter?
Yes, that's what.
So essentially, you want an orphanage.
I want an orphanage.
I don't know. I have no idea if there's women's shelters in Illumina.
I don't think there's any shelters in that sense in this time period.
Beandar wants to put a fourth of his share of the reward towards helping house people.
He says, well, if you wish to donate, I am more than willing to accept on the people's behalf.
I enjoyed the battle. That's all I wanted. For glory.
Yeah. He'll lean over. He'll wave over somebody. He looks like he's a pretty busy man. He's got a lot of notes and ledgers on him. And you just hear Uther say, build an orphanage as well as what seems to be some sort of sanctuary for women. Is that a thing? I'm not quite sure. I've never heard of it before.
That would be great.
Make it a
That would be a good thing to do.
And
that would be such a good.
And essentially, the craftsman said, he says, well, we could make a church of Heronius. It's close to the same thing. He says, then add it to the main church. And the builder's the builder's a little frustrated because he's he pulls out another ledger and he rips a piece of paper out of it and crumples it up and he says, as you wish, my liege. Then he walks away.
Let's keep him busy.
That's
Tristan's gonna.
That's a building plan.
And talk about all of the ideas she has. Tristan's going to follow him and talk to him about all the ideas she has for this women's shelter and for it. Motivate him, get him going.
Roll me either performance or persuasion.
What the fuck is my rolls today? But I'm using last inspiration. Hells yeah, I do. At 22.
All right. Though most people are kind of annoyed by Trista's insistence and persistence, Uther is kind of sitting there, and he calls back his craftsman, and he stops you for a moment as you are about to relist all the items again. And he says, listen to her. And the craftsman, of course, already pretty frustrated that he has to redesign the church again. You start listing off these ideas to him. And he says, yeah, I guess we can do that and that. And
Don't
it's
just
not too
agree.
far of our way. And eventually you start getting probably listing off some pretty ridiculous things. And Uther will just raise his hand. He says, that's enough. We'll make sure they're well taken care of.
Thank you so much. This is such a good thing. You guys are going to be known forever for doing the best thing.
He says, thank you. Now, please remain silent while I get everyone else's requests. So, Oliver, what did you want?
Pass. I don't know. I don't really think I want anything.
Okay.
I'm good.
And he says, please stand aside over here. Val, you know exactly what's going to happen to him soon.
Yeah.
Beandar, you just wanted the fight?
Yeah, I wanted the fight, and then I wanted 1/4 of my share to go towards help build housing for people.
Okay, so you just put 100 gold, and you just take 100 gold out of the little sack that he gave you, and you give it back to him, and he puts it back in this little lockbox, and he says, "I'll make sure it's put to good use."
Thank you, sir. That was fun.
Mist. Oh, so I'll just do Oliver's thing right now. So essentially, he announces you as a hero of the land since you don't want anything else, and you gain the feature of rustic hospitality. Okay, and the XP's too, but he just left, so it doesn't matter. So Mist.
Yeah.
So he's just looking at you, and he says, "I have a feeling I know exactly what you want."
Okay.
He says, "We talked about it last time, and I dismissed many of your ideas.
Okay.
I will reconsider them. I'll be
Oh, that's
willing
nice.
to create. I will be willing to create the other structure, but all the art is negotiable."
Okay. That's
And
all.
he says, "And I'll allow that secret to be built as well."
Oh, nice.
And he'll look to Val and Caleb, and he says, "So what of my hero?"
Well, money I cannot make good use of right now. This is something that comes naturally for me helping my people. So I would like to give the reward back and would like you to use it to, since I've seen the state of the church, of the very clerics that we protected and that helped us out as well and cleansed the land. I would like to, I would like for you to use it to rebuild the churches. And if there's any left over, I would like for a medical ward to be built because I don't want anyone to be closer to the brink of death as and then is necessary. And she'll give back the pouch with the 400 gold.
He'll raise a brow to you, and he says, "What is you're still a soldier of the Steel Kingdom, correct?"
That's correct.
What was your rank?
Well, I don't know. What was my rank? What are ranks?
It's basically whatever job you were doing before.
The job itself, I thought we said infantry.
So you tell him that you're an infantry, and he says, "I'm surprised you didn't make it through the ranks faster." He says, "That will be changed."
Um, in what way?
He pulls out his sword, and he says, "You know what happened to Caleb?"
I do.
And essentially, he on the spot he knights you. And he says as well, unlike Caleb here, who's just a citizen, who is essentially a functioning lord, you are a proper knight of the land. You will not only be given the nobility that you now deserve and will be respected by the family of the Pendragons, but you also have the authority of the military rank that also comes with being a knight. There's only two people that answer above you, and only a handful of people that answer to you as equals. He says, "That is my knight commander," and he looks over to the knight that seems to be discussing with his other fellow knights. He says, "And myself."
She'll nod, and she's like blushing as hell. She's like super red.
And he says, and of course, you go through the oathing process, and do you swear your loyalty to the people?
I do.
And he basically goes through with it. He says, "You're now officially a knight of the people and of the Pendragon family. And you will now have, as well as the other two background bonuses, you will now have the I think it's called noble privilege. It's basically the noble background feature."
Okay. And she will just like being like really really red in her face. She'll just like halfway bow for the I think knight commander and Uther, and then step back after kind of muttering thank you, and like leave space for Caleb.
So Caleb hasn't answered me yet. I
Yeah.
imagine Dell's busy. So he'll say, "You also need this." And he offers you the Pendragon crest.
She'll take it. Thank
Okay,
you.
it's just a griffin that is rearing up on its hind legs.
Okay.
And I'll talk to Dell about what kind of reward that Caleb might want. And if he doesn't come up with a reward, then I will just kind of announce it in the in-game chat and tag you all in it.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "Now, I imagine all of you are eager to get home. Back to Illumina, to be more precise."
I don't mind sticking around for additional help that's needed. If anyone else needs to go, then we'll return. But I could lend a hand.
He says, You and you, Caleb and Mist, have already done me a fine service in my name. Not only have you allowed me to free up Loxy and liberate the people here, but you also helped me purify Ralon, and in the next coming weeks, I will claim that as my land as well. And you have effectively settled me to be a candidate for royalty, and that is more than anything I could have asked for any one person. Of course, I have many people to thank for this deed. Okay. So I will have to think of something to give Dell, and I will announce it when I get to it. So he says, I'll have to thank you in another way when I finished rebuilding Ralon and Loxy. In the meantime, please take your rest or tell the driver to take you home. I will not ask you to do anything that you don't want to, but if you wish to stay in Loxy, then tell the innkeeper that you are my charges, and that everything that you'll ask for within reason will be free of charge.
Thank you, user.
And he says, now I have much more business that I need to attend to. So you are all dismissed.
Mist just gonna nod down and turn around and watch.
Okay. So with that, that's essentially the end of the adventure. I won't take too much of your guys' time. You'll return to Illumina, and again, 3 days. It's been about 8 days it's been 9 days to complete this mission. And of course, you guys gained 400 gold each, outside of you guys perhaps returning your gold, which some of you did. And you guys gained 2 experience, as well as 1 inspiration.
Woo!
And with that, I'll end the broadcast here. So I'll thank you all for joining and playing. I hope you had a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I have fun.
Absolutely. Thanks for the game.
And well, I'll see you guys in the next adventure. Good luck.